Welcome to the Witty podcast. Happy motherfucking New Year to everyone out there that's watching.
Come on.
What's Roger doing?
It's crazy. Nah, shit.
Share with the group, come on.
Nothing. I'm chilling.
Oh, sure.
Chilling.
He like to teach speak. You want to speak? Share with the group.
Share with the
Yeah,
group.
please.
Right.
You
Nah,
like
I'm
jokes?
good. I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Everybody.
we have a full house, as you can see.
Yes.
Full house in this thing. How's everyone doing?
Lovely.
2024 is treating y'all well
Awesome.
thus far?
Yes. So
Yeah.
Good. Hopefully at home if you're watching, hopefully doing well for you
Y'all
as
in
well.
unison like a choir.
I mean, how's your 2024?
Right.
So far,
Is it that bad?
No.
Look, they act like we
good.
need a hug.
JD's is
It's
doing
awesome
good.
around.
JD's is
So we're all
doing
left in the
good.
building. I'll let you start with the women first. Go
There
ahead.
you go, please.
Hey everybody, my name is Sade. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen me a few times on the podcast.
That's it.
What can we find you, Sade? Sade Kendrick on Facebook, Rejuvenated Sensations on Facebook, Rejuvenated Sensations on TikTok, Rejuvenated Sensations on Instagram, Sexy Aries 09 on Instagram.
Hey, sexy Aries.
Hey.
You know it. Let me see. Sade Sensational Sunday on YouTube.
Here we go. Here we go.
So yes.
And, man,
Y'all already know.
Hey, manifesting millions.
Y'all know.
I want
Y'all
to say
know.
it because we manifesting them millions.
Anyway.
I love that.
Yes.
I love it.
Go ahead.
Y'all know who it is. Kalandra Vaughn's on Facebook, Manifesting Millions on all
What?
social media platforms, and now Good Vibes Lounge Podcast.
round of applause.
Hey. The big lunch. The big lunch.
Right.
Thank you, JD. There we
Yeah.
The little blue clap.
go. Now, congratulations for real.
Thank
you.
Successful launch. That went
Awesome.
real smooth.
Yeah,
I know
thank
you
you.
said you cried some tears that morning.
I
Joy,
did.
Nervousness.
Nervousness.
Everything went well, though. You did a great job.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
look forward
Thank
to
you.
more of those particular interactions. Fridays, right?
Yeah. Well, Saturdays.
That
It's on
part too.
Saturdays.
So that's good, too.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next. Let them know. Let them know.
It's Big Slim.
Big Slim.
Not the little one.
Not the look.
Again, I'm Big Slim. Y'all can find me on at Alexandria Sales on Facebook, my personal page, Slim Seductive Scents, my business page for all your candle needs. Also at Slim Talk Tuesday on YouTube, where you can catch my live on Tuesdays.
So I have a quick question, Slim. Big Slim. Sorry.
Big Slim,
Big
please
Slim.
get it
Big
right.
Slim.
Please get it right. One of these days, put it
You know,
right.
in the new year, right? I have
Yes.
one question, though. Have you gave JD his candle
Where's
Oh, I do. I'm supposed to have a gift today. I ain't right. I ain't
I-
know you
yet? So
about
answer's
it.
no.
I-
Answer's no.
I ain't.
The answer's no.
Well, I provided JD with the link.
Yeah,
and that's all I gotta
that's
say.
how my fault. I take the blame. I
okay.
take the honors on that accountability.
Oh,
Thank you, because we doing that in 2024.
And so,
Take
I
accountability.
Yeah, accountability.
Baby.
For you women,
Accountability
Baby.
2024.
Baby.
Accountability.
Thank you,
I
Ivy.
know.
Thank
But
you.
we ain't gonna go there. We gonna wait. We gonna wait. We gonna wait.
Mo, so, let them know. Let them know.
Yes, it's your girl, Moso. You guys can follow me on TikTok at Moso82. You can follow me on Instagram at Moso_82. You can follow my business page on Facebook, Locks, Dress, and Things LLC,
Hey.
where I am oh so proud to make your nappy
Hey.
oh so happy.
Hey.
Feel
You
like
know.
it.
Hello.
Hey,
Not with
and don't play with
Witty.
it.
Don't
Don't play with it.
And last,
We got that right in 2024.
Who's next?
Hello.
Our first, the male
What's
panelist.
up with all this energy?
I was just saying. Wow. We was just saying.
Mr. Hill.
I'm JD here,
And why are you here, JD?
So you won't get
so
fired.
I won't get fined.
Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Anything else want to share? The other sources? No.
I'm happy to be here.
Amen. We all
Proud
are.
to be black.
And he be
Amen.
co-hosting on podcasts.
There you go.
Catch him on Good Vibes. He'll be
Yeah.
on Slim Talk Tuesday as
Yeah,
well.
JD Hill on Facebook, the _solution 285 on all other social media platforms. I had the opportunity to co-host Good Vibes Lounge
Hey.
with Kalandra. I also had a chance to be featured or guest on Slim Talk Tuesday. So I was also in Dez too.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
y'all make sure y'all go watch
Yeah.
that
Oh, yeah.
on YouTube.
Policeman.
Yes, too.
Yeah,
And you
and,
got
and I also do Wine Talk. I do some shit sometimes.
He
You
said
gotta be
sometime. He said sometime.
Wait a minute, hold
He
on.
do
You're
a
gonna
lot.
have to announce that we best friends in 2024.
Okay, then, bet.
Okay.
really?
Not
He
just
said bad,
come
but
on.
didn't
Sorry.
say it. Like, I don't like
I
that.
thought they
But she
did
made
that,
the
though.
announcement.
No, we officially best friends
Yeah,
now.
We
she
said no
made
business
me
in 2025.
me her official best
Oh,
male
great.
She
friend.
baby, I
Yeah.
don't like
Cause
that.
I don't have
You
a
say
male
he
best
that you-
friend.
Nah, she
I've never had a male best friend.
Well, you ought to be happy for that promotion.
Yeah, because you know these males be doing a lot, and to actually
Now I
have
can call
that to
somebody
where you
other than
right,
my brother and be
girl.
like,
Hold on. Let's pause.
Oh.
Males be doing a lot.
oh,
When they're
I ain't-
friends, yeah,
What that mean?
they can.
How did I come?
Real quick.
I be trying to
Explain
fuck on
yourself.
y'all and shit.
Huh?
They be trying to fuck on y'all.
Yeah,
and shit.
So,
eventually.
you upset about this?
No.
But still, we don't want it to be like rushed.
You can't fault a man for being a man in the end of the day.
Exactly. Because that's all y'all gonna do.
Nah, but
Hold on,
Be
hold on.
business.
it's the women that I'm friends with that I ain't
What
never
you thought-
kicked with, but I got some women friends that
Say less.
I don't cross the line though. At least I try not to.
Yeah.
Say less. Good.
But all men aren't gentlemen like that. Is what Slim
That's
mean.
what I'm getting at, basically.
Big Slim, I mean.
That don't make you not a gentleman because
But
they're trying to
if you come with
No.
emotion though,
I
then,
mean, what the
you know,
what?
everybody
Yeah,
grown.
hold
If
on,
we're
real
a
quick.
friend, that's what the title is for.
Hold
Friend.
on.
Why we have to cross that line?
So hold on.
That's
Now,
right.
if the conversation takes place, communication takes place where, listen, this is where I want these boundaries to be, and there's understanding, then that's when the gentleman stays as far as, okay, he understood, he's not doing anything extra, we good.
Okay.
But initially, there's no communication in the beginning, and things naturally go that way. You can't fault the man for being interested.
Okay, that's different.
Because,
Okay.
That's
Sometimes,
different.
yeah, that's
Okay,
what
But
people-
Slim saying a lot of niggas out here creeps and they waiting in the bushes on their
Really
friendship.
are, really
They-
are.
they-
So they have ulterior motives.
They do.
Potentially, I hear you.
Yeah.
Background
Say
type
niggas
shit.
waiting in the
Oh, they
bushes.
gonna
Look at my-
like what? Like what?
I'm one time.
They waiting to play
What Cat Williams
Look
say?
at that part. They just wait
What
to
Cat
me.
Williams say? They wait. These people. I'm not waiting to do that. These people waiting on me in the bushes.
It's like they in the double dutch waiting to jump in. Like, come on.
For real. I'm waiting on my chance type, but I'm be your friend.
real.
I'm gonna be there.
So,
Like, that's
we'll talk
weird.
about
But yeah, okay.
the nature of our
I feel
discussion.
you.
We'll touch
Yes, sir.
upon that if that comes up organically.
It was just coming up again.
Say too much.
You were right, sir. I just want to
Go
say
ahead though. Go ahead.
As
Yeah.
from my,
Nah, go ahead. Yeah, you got you. Okay, Johnny Carson. Shit.
I was more Arsenio Hall.
He said more
I'm too
of
with
Wow.
Okay.
I'm black. He's
I can't.
super black.
Ooh, wow.
Purple. Purple.
What?
So I said, yeah, like I said.
Purple. I'm blue. Purple. Whatever. Purple.
I'm done.
As my mama say, Drew Berry.
You're not
black.
that black.
There you go.
Yeah.
He ain't that black.
Cloud say the third aka to Phoenix. You already know who the fuck I am.
Hey.
Subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching thus
That's-
far. So
Like
celebration
how
is in
y'all
order.
just feel like these people know y'all.
They should.
Right.
If they don't know us, what's wrong with them?
At this young, they
They
should know a
should
little bit
know,
about
They
it.
should.
They should know a little bit
Put some
about it.
respect on my name.
I
Hey,
agree.
period.
But real quick, guys. This is
I
real
can't
quick.
with
This
JD.
is about
What
this
is
is
wrong
this
with
is
your
the
best friend?
100 podcast.
Get your best friend. What?
100 podcasts on the podcast property. Today's recording is 100.
I thought we already did
Not
that.
100.
Yes.
What did we do?
That was a 4th anniversary.
Yes, baby. I love that.
I be so
You
confused.
used to be
We
here.
see.
He here
So he don't get fined.
Look, he be here, but he not here.
But no, I want to say thank you so much for those who have watched us.
I
to
would
this
have
point.
did something. You
Well,
see?
no, it's okay. We got plenty of time to celebrate.
Yeah.
But,
I feel underdressed now.
I can't. What?
I am highly disappointed in this delivery. This shit is. Yeah, something. I mean, I got tequila, yeah, for sure.
I feel
I
underdressed
can do that
now.
without
I
shot
can't.
glass. But shit, I
we got
just.
one. We don't have to.
I mean, 100 episodes, we ain't got no balloons, cake.
It's okay.
We ain't got no whistles or nothing. It ain't got nothing in it. Nah, this is good.
Right.
Yeah, you should have had the honey
Hold
balloon
on.
behind
You
us.
see, it takes.
Tell you balling on a budget.
Goddamn, $5 a piece or some shit.
That part.
We could have passed the collection plate.
Yeah,
She could have got the 1, I could have got the 0. She could have got the 0. She could have got some colorful balloons. There you go.
I'm weak.
How you put that helium in them?
Man, hell nah. The Dollar Tree, them balloons is $1, man.
Oh, you
Yeah,
have to
tweak
blow
it.
on your damn self.
Nah, the
Yeah.
Dollar
You
Tree
coulda did
a
the
balloon.
balloons. I do balloons,
Take
of
it
course.
to the window.
Man,
So we
y'all
did that.
is
We did
tripping.
that before. When we celebrated 4-year anniversary, we did a part 1, part 2. But nah, listen. Thank you very much for those who have.
It won't be 100 if we do 2 of them.
Stop.
It'll be 1-on-1.
Get your friend. You play so much.
Okay, go ahead. My fault. I'm
You play so much.
I wasn't even supposed to be here. Yeah, I'm
If you
invisible.
want to know why you have to
You
be
play
here.
so
I'm
That's
invisible.
why
My
you
fault.
be
Y'all go
friends.
ahead.
Real quick,
My bad.
clarification, sir.
Let me
I
get-
said that when we did the balloons,
Yeah,
we did 2 parts.
we did.
There was part 1 and part 2.
Both of them.
That's what I was speaking to.
I was there.
I know you were. So I was surprised you said what you just said.
I can't.
But if it's 100, I'm just speaking on the technical term. Of it. If we did 2 of these motherfuckers, it'll be 101, right?
But we're not doing this.
Okay, yeah, we ain't gonna
Oh
do
my
that.
God.
Hey, y'all
Anyway.
my fault, y'all go ahead. You got questions and shit. Let me
Oh,
just sit back. I'm a Drake, man. My
I
bad.
really wanted to bring, and you see, is a lion's share of women here versus men on camera. On camera. Even though we still outnumbered with the ones that are off. Say less. But with that said, I want to give a different perspective to the line of questions that I formulated. And no, you won't be caught off guard with nothing personal, nothing like that. This is basically a general perspective, and also you can give your own particular opinion.
Fucking nervous.
Who nervous?
Who nervous?
No, I'm just saying shit. You motherfucker that pressure. You know, that's 21 questions. You gotta
No, because I really want to.
I'm still talking.
Like I was telling
You did say you
starting
were
out
quiet.
camera, and I was just trying to, like, when you producing these particular podcasts, you want to have a different array of things when people watching.
Yeah.
This nigga guessing.
Array, my nigga? Array? Anyway,
So people say that in everyday
I do.
vernacular.
but vernacular, that's a word.
That's a whole 4 syllables.
JD is scared.
Yes,
I'm
he's
scared.
scared. JD's
So,
scared.
we all know from when it comes to women in general, you guys are very important to the overall structure, the overall,
Make sure
you know,
you
day-to-day.
emphasize
You know.
Well, hold on. Easy, small.
You can't
Yeah, I can't. Exactly. See, this is what I'm trying to do that.
You ain't gonna take them.
Sorry.
I'm
But
gonna
we
tell
don't
you,
have
I'm just saying,
flowers.
you know, because- Stop. I was just telling you we know. 'Cause
So,
stroke my ego. Come on.
but some people don't,
Okay,
don't
get
realize
your
that.
struggle.
Very important to the overall structure, the survival, and the overall just nature itself, and overall just the species in general. But when it comes to societal issues and things like that, and culture, especially black people in general, specifically, you have to like take note, have an understanding, and then have overall discussion to where we were, where we are, and where we should be going.
Right.
Now, y'all quit playing with the
He's scared of the camera.
I want y'all to listen.
That's what somebody
I'm
said.
being
Shorty
specific.
said
I'm
JD is
listening.
scared.
Are you
Outside.
listening, ladies?
Class,
I'm listening.
Thank you.
I'm listening.
So, I have thought about, you know what, let me have a discussion with women, get their perspective on things to see, hey, we're going in the right direction. Where were the pitfalls? Where did we fall short, or where are we falling short? Because society, as y'all know, is fucked up. A lot of fucked up things out there. And so on this particular podcast, I want to speak to the women, and on the next one I do will be men. 'Cause I want to hold both sides accountable. You not gonna be here?
I was talking to Mo, bro.
he already knew what you were saying.
Nah, I'm
Yeah.
talking to Mo.
Yeah, I got you.
I'm bringing Dove too.
I'll say less. So, y'all ready for these questions real quick? Now, get a baseline understanding.
Camera, go to the women.
Answer the question real quick,
Just
speak
turn
at
it
home.
There you go.
Are we married, no children? Kind of give an overall general foundation to where we at. Sade?
Single, no kids.
Gotcha. Miss Calandra?
I'm single all the time.
Boy,
I got some kids.
but you've been married though.
Oh yeah, I'm getting a divorce. Yeah, I'm
But
married.
you've been married.
Yeah,
Can you speak to how long you were married?
I was married for 14 years.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Good.
shit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm with
Single with children, never been married.
There you go. Moso.
Been married twice. The first time was 5 years. The second time was almost 10 years. I am single-ish, and I have children.
single-ish.
And I'm
Single-ish.
And I'm a
I'm single-ish.
Yes, we'll accept that.
Sing-
No,
It's more university for me.
Right.
Hey,
I love. Oh my God.
Yeah.
To Mo University.
I got some
You
feet.
figure
Well,
some
that feedback
trades
on
and
that one clip, the jump cut. I talk to y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to
Figure
really
some
get active with the
trades
comment
and
section.
I need some
Continue
service
off
at
the
Mo
comments.
University.
Oh.
But anyway, well, thanks for this particular foundation. So this first question overall, and y'all answer accordingly. My first question is, what is it that women ultimately want? Start with you.
When it comes to a man,
In general, they don't necessarily be over.
somebody that can protect and provide.
Okay, simple.
Yeah.
Don't try to say same as her. Just go, Kalani.
I mean, it ain't really just about protecting and providing
This is
for
life
me.
right now, sir.
So what's your
But you gotta be able to be.
That's why I asked. That's why I asked. Did I not ask? Did I not ask?
Nah, you good.
So go ahead, Kalani.
I mean, you gotta be a backbone for me. I mean, I went through the protecting and the providing, well, but sort of, but in a sense, you gotta be able to be, you gotta be able to be my backbone for real now, like some real stuff.
yeah.
So a backbone.
I think all
Hey, Slim?
that with respect. Is
So you
real.
want ultimately, you think women just want respect?
Yeah. Yeah, all that what they said plus respect as well.
Okay. Moso?
Well, what I want for me is. Oh, okay.
I'm trying to. She's cracking right now.
I know when the hotline bling.
Right.
Okay, so basically what I want, it's not really about a man because first of all, I have to know what I want for myself. I have to be able to make myself happy because nobody can make me happy because there's nobody's job but my own. So me, it's my happiness, it's stability, it's financial stability. And once I get those, I got those. Once that's in line, then we can move on to what I require from a man. And basically, what I require is what I can give, and vice versa. Because I'm not gonna put it in a broad spectrum. Just what I require is what I can give, and vice versa. And we just go from there.
So what you spoke to, respect, providing, overall structure, all the, y'all can basically say, you know what, you're confident that this is what all women want in general. No quarrels.
The basics, I think it varies with every woman,
Like
but
it's
I
like
think
the
that's the kind of
fundamentals.
like the basics of it. Yeah.
Be like the fundamentals of what, if you're talking about a relationship, that's the fundamentals of a relationship. And you just build from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
And we can revisit these particular questions as they come back. I asked also, okay,
Take your time.
Let them use you.
well, no, you so Jesus. Well, you know, my next question was you are kind of answered because I was speaking to women in general, but you kind of went specific.
Okay.
So you kind of spoke for yourself specifically what you want from a man or a general woman.
Shit, it might be a woman.
Okay.
I am fucking dead with JD.
Look,
Why?
2024 shit.
Why?
Niggas be like, you was at work talking to that nigga the whole time. She, my bestie. They be laid up
And
in
it
the
could be
bed,
vice versa as
get
well.
that damn-
Right. Like, but we ain't gonna go there. Cause these dudes be spending my time stay home.
This is about us.
I ain't gonna say.
Easy Slim.
I ain't gonna call my bestie somebody I lay with.
No, you
Right.
You said what?
You
say you're not gonna do what?
I'm not gonna call my bestie somebody I lay with.
You're not.
And I'm bisexual, so I wouldn't call her my bestie
Right.
if she might. Now I might say friend.
Did you just say right?
I did.
Gotcha.
I mean, we just trying to, lay the basics down on lesbian bisexual relationships.
Well,
Like,
no,
we're not
definitely
gonna-
possible. Some women
And
do
we ain't
like
gonna
that.
call. I ain't gonna call my. I'm not gonna call my bro somebody I'm gonna sleep with.
I like that.
Oh my God.
Don't,
like
don't
that.
get involved
I
with
don't,
it.
never mind, I don't like that.
What are your brief thoughts,
Scary thing.
we go down the line, on being natural? That could be from filters, makeup, lashes, BBLs. Women in
I
general, like, what do you think
mean,
about?
to each his own.
This is your
Well,
opinion.
me, like I said, I'm little. I accepted that a long time ago. I'm not finna get nothing done to my body because if the Lord wanted me to have it, He would have gave it to me.
Hallelujah.
Like, I don't wear makeup unless it's like a special occasion, and even then, it really got to be a special occasion for me to wear makeup because I don't wear makeup. As you can see, my hair is locked, so
Right, natural.
like cannot tell you the last time I wore weave and stuff like that, and since I've been locked, like that was like the best decision I could have ever done.
Gotcha. Alondra?
I like the natural look. If you see me outside of being on TV, you're not gonna see me like this. So I like the natural shit. I ain't changing shit.
Big Slim?
I'll say natural. But when it comes to filters and stuff, I mean, I like that.
Oh,
I
yeah,
use
I'ma
filters.
yeah,
I'm not
I
even
fuck
gonna
with
be.
my
I mean, I
filters.
use filters.
I'm
I
filter
have
queen.
blemishes and stuff, but I'm a beautiful
Oh, yeah, I'm
person.
filter
But
queen.
they put the filters there to use them.
Yeah.
I mean, why not use the filters?
Is there a what?
I'm gonna
But
follow
when
up.
it becomes,
I'm gonna follow up with that. Go ahead.
Okay.
Finish. Now finish your thought.
but I like the natural. That's all I'm saying.
Moso?
I am about natural, not just the makeup, even when it comes to females wearing girdle. And I feel like, I'm sorry, I'm not a good girdle person. The only time you'll
Yeah.
catch me in a girdle if I have to model, and that's because they tell me I have to be in one. Because I feel like it gives you a false
Not the
sense
girdle.
of, I feel like when women wear girdles, they're trying to appeal to people, but it's kind of knocking on your own psyche because at the end of the day, you have to go home and take that off, and everything you've been compressing
It's
pops
gonna-
out.
Them biscuits, baby.
The damn- it's
Them
like
biscuits, baby.
I have done
I understand
Oh
why
my
women wear
goodness.
girdles, but it's like it really fucks up your self confidence about
Right.
your
If it's
body.
a
Right, because you're gonna
constipation.
always want
You
to.
know, it fucks it up
Right.
because it's like you give your own self a false sense of security. That's just like women that will take 45 minutes to an hour to put on makeup. You don't
Yes.
really know who you are because you can't step out the house without wearing it. Now, granted, I put on some
Amen.
mascara and some
Lashes,
lipstick.
lashes,
But you're not
gloss.
gonna see me with no face of makeup unless I'm modeling. And even then, I tell people I look like a pretty clown. I can't do it. Like, I like my natural body and I love me. But again, that came from locking my hair.
So follow up, because I'm going to
Yeah.
get to this next. For those who are about natural, which is great, that's where you should be. That's the way God made you, that's
Yeah.
where you are, where you at. Then why even fuck with the filters? Because, yeah, you say it's put there, but it's put there because they know you, I'm not saying you specifically, but in general,
Right.
it's going to be utilized. But why even do it? Like, why, just don't use it.
Because people sometimes.
But why the
don't-
liquor stores on every corner?
Oh.
You
Why
don't
they
have-
sell tobacco
Oh,
products?
relax.
I mean, I'm just saying in
Okay,
general.
tell me that, hey,
So-
you don't have to bottle it.
But it's just
Why
something
would
to
drink
do.
our liquor?
I'm just no, I'm just saying in general it's put there.
But you don't
Sometimes it's not. I mean, these people who have low self-esteem problems do use them and then they're fake. But you know,
There's some
So then
people
why-
that have
And so with that sentiment, why women who are proponents of being natural not communicate to either the younger ladies and just your fellow homegirl in general, girl, don't use that motherfucking
Because
thing.
Yeah,
what I've
because
done
it's
by
not that-
society.
Yes.
But then we can make it a societal norm if we communicate further and don't utilize these things.
I mean, but in general, even back in the day when we used to have cameras and the little Polaroids, we used to take them and we used to filter those still, even when those were getting done. You can go and have those
Who-
filtered. I'm just saying in a certain way, you could go and have those lighten up whatever it is when you get it done. So people really been doing this since whenever.
But
It's
you
not.
also have people who didn't do those things as well.
Yeah,
And
I'm just
speaking to
saying.
women in general. Trying to keep it centered.
Yeah.
Go
I mean,
ahead.
but-
I was just finna say, they just, expressing how they feel about it. I'm gonna tell y'all from the, I'm not speaking for all niggas and niggerdom, but
I need to run.
no, we don't require this shit. Like, I ain't never just been somewhere and seen a woman and been like, damn, she got some fire ass eyelashes. Like,
Right.
I ain't never thought to myself like, boy, that lipstick. Woo.
Right.
That's it right there.
Exactly.
It wasn't for that.
Exactly.
I'm just saying like, so it's really like y'all doing it for y'all.
It just
and
yeah.
doing
Like a man to go put on a Nike suit and some. and
No,
some
we do
Air
that.
Force One.
Everything we do it for women to a certain extent.
Well,
Like we give
We
like,
thank y'all for
Real
that.
yeah,
quick.
but
Let's reset real quick.
go ahead.
And
Yeah.
then we come back to it because I want to make sure we're around the space. Because we're doing, I like where we're going because that's what I'm gonna follow with what you're speaking to. We're gonna reset, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna finish what JD
Hit that
just left off.
notification bell.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
What did you just say?
We are back.
I can't
And
with
before
you.
we left off, we was kind of trying to just speak to what y'all do for yourselves as women, and what we kind of as men giving y'all particular perspective why we really don't care for that stuff. I'm not saying you ladies in general, but we're talking about women overall.
Why do you have to keep
So
saying
can
that?
Well, because
That's just a question, man. Why do you? It's clear you're not talking about the
Well, 'cause
specific.
I
I mean,
gotta-
it
'Cause you
can
gotta
apply. It
clarify.
can't apply. I mean,
If it don't apply, let it fly.
that's why I like to say this because
That's
during the conversation, people get lost and like, you talking about me?
I mean, then that's a personal problem.
Right.
though.
Look, that's a.
I
weak.
care about these things because I want to make sure
I
people
feel
don't
you.
take it
I
personal.
just want to
And
pick.
if you conversated with people in general overall, a lot, be surprised. People take this shit to heart. Like, I'm not really talking about you, nigga.
Right, that part.
I had a conversation.
But that's a personal
No,
problem.
you
though. But
know-
yeah, but yeah.
So yeah, we don't care
Like
for
about
lashes.
makeup and girdle, that has been a losing battle for years. Like people been doing makeup and girdles for centuries.
Yes.
I mean, and really, like if you really think about it, back then it was way more extreme because people were wearing the corsets and you got people
Oh.
tying them up and putting
They
the foot.
faint.
I'm talking about sucking the stomach
They
all the way
faint.
in.
We having sores on you.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like it's a losing battle.
It's gonna pop
And
open.
you know, I think we do it for men, but men don't care.
I don't think so.
No,
No, y'all know that.
I think
No,
we
I
do,
don't think so.
we do it for the appeal, but
No.
y'all
The men,
know,
yeah.
y'all don't care. Y'all,
We told you guys. we
Okay,
don't-
but it doesn't.
Go ahead, JD.
Go ahead on.
Okay, what I would say is, for me myself personally, because I don't speak for all niggas in the nigga kingdom. Yeah.
I'm
So-
probably a tablet. Write these words down.
But I acknowledge your effort. So when I see you do the extra stuff, like, you know, I can assume that you're doing that for me. But when y'all pop out, y'all doing that like, shit, I'm finna kill these bitches tonight.
Yeah.
We don't throw on no shit thinking like, oh, shit, when I go out, I'm finna kill these, I'm finna stun on these niggas. I'm thinking like, shit, some of the motherfucker gonna look at me and be like, that nigga foreign. I'm thinking that woman gonna be sitting over there in the corner, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that nigga fine. That nigga put that shit out. So, nah, we do it for y'all, and I think y'all do it like, I ain't finna let no bitch stun on me.
And so
I'm
that's
finna
why I
kill
want
these.
to get to because like I've talked to not just black women.
We care but don't care.
Yeah, because like he spoke to.
I
I
know,
never went out even when I was courting during my days of just being a fucking slut.
A slut bucket.
Oh, nah,
I mean, hey, it is what it is.
I didn't really look at a bitch like, damn, like he was saying, them nails, I'm glad you put that shit on. That really got me.
No, I am a man person though.
What's so taking care of
Them
yourself?
grabbers, you gotta have them grabbers.
That part.
Yeah, I am a hand person.
I'm speaking overall.
Like if your nails chipped
Gravel.
and shit and no fucked up.
No.
I'm just saying. No,
Ugly and rough.
Also,
you like
back to the makeup, back to the
you
makeup.
like 2 months removed from a field and shit. Like yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
I
done.
am
Yeah, take that off.
JD, like, oh my God.
I go half with you something, baby.
That's not your
Some
true
shit. I got
self.
you.
When you get home, you're gonna take the towel to your fucking face.
Yeah.
You're gonna wipe all this shit off.
Shit, some of them don't, bro.
Well, you
If-
That
Hold
shit
on.
be in the
If
pillow.
you wear makeup and going to bed with it on,
So
now
you-
washing your face, like I know up under that makeup,
Give
them
me the-
pores is all the way
No.
fucked up.
long term, you got in my bed, you watching this shit off from the side of my bed.
And then
what
she
she
look
look
bed with it on,
Say
like,
What she don't
like
look the part.
no.
Say what now?
What
Not if it's
she,
crazy.
what she look completely different.
Well,
Yeah.
first and foremost, if you come to listen,
I've seen some folks like,
yeah, I know what you're saying.
I already know where he going.
Even in the club, they say turn the lights on, last call, alcohol. The lights come like, oh goddamn.
If it's cracking, she ain't gotta wash that shit off. It's cracking right
Well,
now.
that's different. I'm talking
What
about-
are we doing? I ain't got time for this shit. You to wash your face and shit.
Get your best friend.
You don't wash your
cuz.
face when you wash
Get your best
You can rinse your coochie off or something and shit.
That's
I
fine.
mean, yeah.
I'm trying to
oh
see.
my God.
Wow,
I'm
like
speaking
whoa.
to-
I'm trying to see what I got
My
myself
bad. That
into.
shit- I ain't supposed to be here. I'm
right.
finna mix the drink. My
I think you-
bad. I'm
I'm
not
long
even
term.
here.
I'm speaking to
It's
long
my
term.
job.
I already know where you was going. I already know
Yeah,
where you was going.
Yeah, I'm not
We don't care for that shit.
I already know
So
it.
I would encourage women like yourselves who do natural to speak, especially the younger ladies who are coming after you, who
Man,
are
fuck them
14,
kids.
15, 12, because they're going in a direction I think is not healthy for them. It's not beneficial to the society going forward because they continue to grow up in a lie. They think this lie is where you should live. And then self-inflicted, self-esteem issues come into play because now they got to live to a certain standard that shouldn't even be in their life at that age anyway.
That's what you shouldn't even be thinking about.
Which I'm gonna kind of skip to a question because like social media accounts, when it comes to teenagers,
Nope.
should they have it?
Nope. Nope.
I don't see
Or that
why.
line? So you say no.
It is so much going on.
Right.
London?
It's like the
No,
times is
not
not
one.
how they used to be back when
I think
we
it should
growing
be
up.
an age limit.
It's a no for me.
So you say no, no so?
I say yes.
You think they should have it?
I mean, but 16 and up to me.
So what she
I-
doing on our
No. Go ahead. Finish your
I
thought.
think they should. I mean, because again, we're trying to pretty much shield them when there's no shielding in the world. Like you really can't shield your kids because if they got a phone,
Right.
what are we shielding them from?
Maybe that's where
Right,
it needs to start.
but
No
I'm
phone
gonna
so
kinda-
early though.
But
I'ma
again,
kinda
It be
say something to
folk-
that.
it be
I don't
people-
think that okay, so what I mean, like, I don't believe that they shouldn't have it. I just believe it's an age limit. Like, when you got to work a job.
Yeah.
You know, if you're like, but hell, he was like 13 leaving. So if you're smart enough to be able to do a certain thing and know what, I can tell you as a parent how we're going to try to do this and if it go wrong, whatever. But I don't think like these 4, 6, 10, we are like, what are we age limit on everything? TikTok,
But
Facebook. I think
it's
all
just
of it should be age
like when
limit.
Slim said a phone. I'm sorry, in this generation, who wants their kid run around? With the exception of a certain age, do you really want your kid run around without a phone? It's scary.
But that too,
not
yeah.
to be able to contact your kid.
So,
Yeah.
kind of real quick while we in this particular situation, well, part of the discussion. When you were that same age, the world was the same.
It was.
Yeah.
There were no phones when I was
Hold,
that age.
but I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm getting to the
Cell
world.
phone.
Y'all had pages. Y'all had pages.
Not
and all
just the
that.
city, the world.
I'm saying the world itself was the same dangers was available.
Right.
The level of insight and people that was around was the same as it is now.
No, I think
It's-
people,
It
Right.
was kidnapping.
The work- the-
it was
like, it was-
but it was
Let me
bad.
finish. Let me land and y'all can give your feedback. The pedophiles,
Yes.
human trafficking,
Yeah. It was.
all that stuff was present. It's just now with technology, they can get in contact with each other quicker
Yeah.
and more effectively. But the danger itself was still present. So
But
when-
no, but you gotta think about it. Back then, you know,
I have thought
you are right. I'm not gonna lie, you are right because back then people used to.
It
hitchhike
probably wasn't
like
social.
wasn't
It probably
nothing.
wasn't social media, but we can go walking. Y'all know we used to go walking.
Right, like I'm talking
walking
about
Yeah,
you
that's
walk up
true.
and
It don't
saying
even
your
necessarily
parents
have to-
didn't.
I gotta give you some pushback because, like, I knew my neighbors. My parents
I
knew
don't
my
know
neighbors.
none- I don't
So
know
when
none
they,
of my
when
neighbors.
I was a latchkey kid, so I could stay at the house because my mama gonna be like, "Hey, I'm going to work. Look
Yeah.
across the street, just make sure JD good."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I go pop in on them and shit like that. People don't do that. It's
But
a,
so that
Yeah.
that has nothing to do with the social media accounts and having a phone because that's the lack of communication that we've gotten away from. You can always go back to knowing your neighbor. For example, you were saying
no, you can't.
They might be creepy.
Right. Shit, why they couldn't have been creepy then though?
I don't
Nah,
know.
it was
Lovely
cool in the
bones.
moment.
Because I
Creepy.
think growing up,
But-
it was like all our
The
neighbors
movie
was
Lovely
older.
Bones.
And then, like, if
Creepy.
you grew up in them
That's good.
little bitty towns, everybody knew each other and
So-
stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's
It ain't like that now.
so. For
The
example,
village was a
fine.
real thing back then.
But
Right.
yes, but we should,
Yeah.
I'm trying to encourage us to get back to that. Make
Yeah.
steps in going in that direction so we don't have to rely on these bad practices that we have in place. For example, let's say who has a teenager, right? Teenager? And so do I. When we were teenagers, let's say you had a homeboy at school, right? Or a homegirl if you have a daughter. They used to, instead of you having them a phone and they have a line of contacts, they would just call your landline and say, hey, you know, you
Can I
tell your
talk to
daughter, your son, they'll tell you, hey, put us on the phone, you give them 15, 20 minutes to talk. All right, y'all talked enough. Y'all see them in school. Say again.
Nothing.
You see him at school, hang up. It was a time limit. Versus now, you saying no.
No, I'm saying you right, because my son be on the
Yeah.
phone with his girlfriend. I don't even know what time
But see,
he got from.
And
They
so
do it
but
a time
see, that's-
limit now.
And this is no shade to you, Mo, but I'm saying
I don't
that
know.
may not be
I'm
healthy.
different. I'm
ma'am.
just, I don't know. When it
That
comes to my
should,
kids,
the
I'm-
practice should be
I
back
don't
in the
play
days where we had boundaries, limitations, not full access to these adult ventures
that part.
that we're giving our children.
Mm-hmm.
It's doable. We just not practicing these things overall.
Yes.
There was ways and filters that we can kind of checks and balances to kind
But
of.
then you have to also look at the parents have to work more.
But still, you don't have to get the cell phone.
Yeah.
But if we're working more, how are we
It took my
keeping
son
up
a
with
long
You
our
said
kids?
don't get the cell phone.
Because when I go,
How many of y'all got a house phone? in here?
Nobody.
Nobody.
hold on, I'm gonna push back
I mean,
on
you
that too
good.
because
I know you are.
back in the day, my grandma didn't even call the house because we was at home supposed to be doing what we supposed to be doing, and then she came home when she came home and shit was done.
That part.
That comes with
It starts
discipline,
from the structure.
different structure.
Right.
Motherfucker didn't start doing it until an hour before she got off.
But it was done. But it was done. It
You're
was
right.
done though.
You know.
But it's done though. It's
But
done
it was
though.
done. It was
Right.
done.
We're gonna
Right.
chill
So-
all day.
You gotta do that shit, but
Shit, you better take that chicken out first.
That part.
No, for real. So it was successful. It
Shit.
worked.
Yeah.
We have allowed too much access to the adult features of society to
Yes.
the children too
Uh-huh.
early.
But that was an adult feature too.
What's that, sir?
Being at home.
Being at home by yourself,
But so
cooking,
hold on.
cleaning up. That was adult shit
So-
too to a certain
so-
extent.
so-
Yeah,
so-
watching if you got siblings, you gotta
So
take care of
cleaning
them.
up
Make
is
sure
an
they good.
adult.
Yes, you're
Like-
So
right, sir.
everything's still the same.
But hold on. But there's benefits and there's also there's pros and cons in those things.
In both situations.
Okay, I can't argue with that. But
Yeah.
I'm saying that what is more beneficial for cooking, right? That's preparing you for different things as you get older.
Yeah, but I could give
That
you a
part.
cell phone and then I could put parental shit on there
But
too.
that's not. But okay, I like where you're going.
But
there.
I'm saying
But
though,
that's
so it's about what you do as a parent in both scenarios.
and I'm agreeing with you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm landing with you.
Right.
So then I'm encouraging.
I'm
that
still in the air
thing.
though. I ain't landing shit.
I'm not.
Show right.
I'm
As the team applies, sir.
That's what's up.
We can do these
I'm
things,
okay.
but that's not taking place.
Corner.
Parental guidelines, for the most part, not being put in place.
Mhm.
A child, this is my opinion, should not have no Facebook account as a minor.
I wouldn't.
Because these same children, like we were when we were in school, we saw them in school anyway.
Yeah. But then now, honestly, these
Bro,
kids
you
now
had
said
no-
Facebook is for
When
all
our
people.
Facebook came out, you was out of school.
You know what I'm saying? I was grown. I was 2009 when I got my Facebook account. Well, I was in the
Yeah.
military.
Now
But we did have
now
like
these
Black
kids-
Planet
these
and
kids now
MySpace
say
too though.
Facebook
We
is
was
for
on
all
that
people.
stuff too though.
Yeah.
They don't.
Say
They
that.
said now they said Facebook is for old people. My 18-year-old daughter she
Sean
only has
says
a
she's
Facebook page.
But you said 18 though. I'm talking about someone who's 12.
No, I'm
right
saying she says too. Facebook is for old people.
now, which is fine. But I'm saying, granted, that's your child.
She's
Kudos.
18.
But I'm saying,
All of them say that. From 18 on down, they said Facebook.
whatever
is for
social
old
media
people.
accounts, they should have it all.
Yeah.
Instagram,
IG,
Snap,
TikTok,
IG,
that's
shit.
it.
Even men, they should leave that shit alone too.
But I mean, like, if we just talking about the generation, nigga, when did you get a computer?
I didn't have one.
You
My
never
grandma
had
had
one.
one.
I had a computer.
I had a page.
My grandma had one.
I had a pager too. That shit was
My
fire.
grandma had
It
it.
was-
My grandma had the computer, but we only was allowed to use it with her
At
permission.
certain times, right.
For whatever
Correct.
you had to look up something for research purposes. That's
Correct.
it.
Man, you still had the chat lines, you had the phone shit you could call. You
But I'm
had
saying
a
that-
bunch of
They
shit.
know that motherfucker.
It
That's
was,
what I'm saying.
It
That
was
shit that you can
structured.
get
It
into.
wasn't
But Jay, I'm speaking
unlimited.
to.
But you can structure the shit you got now if you're a parent. Man, y'all, my phone.
I think what it is, instead of trying to tell them they can't have it, that's where we come
You
in
gotta monitor.
and we not even monitor because you can't really monitor them because when you give them a cell phone, that's like a mini computer.
But you can monitor it though.
It's about educating. Don't let their peers educate them. You educate them because we can't shield them. We can't shield our kids from anything. It's the fact that you sit down and talk to them and you educate them so they can make the right choices on what to do. Or you can just every now and then give me your phone, random phone check, because they'll never know. Like those two things kind of keep them on their toes, and you're educating them on things that kids can tell them wrong, so they kind of know. Because that's what I do. I'm not really a helicopter parent. I'm more of let me sit down and educate you to give you the right information. So when you get in a situation around your other peers, you can use your best judgment. Because I didn't yell at you. I sat down and we had a talk. And hey, this is this and this and that. So it's more, it's like, basically, I'm not a religious person, but what it said, train up a child in the way that they
You
should
wanna
go,
Yeah.
and when they depart, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know what to say. I'm
Yeah,
not. So basically, that's what
I was
you
gonna
train.
get
Yeah,
into it.
you
but I-
train them up because again, we can't. By the time your kid get 10, your child either gonna listen to you or not. Because when they become 10, they become a whole different person and you don't know them anymore. So
Girl.
honestly, instead of we trying to make them be a certain person, we have to evolve with them because again, we learn from them more than they learn from us.
I learn shit from my children like that.
I don't know why.
I
Because
know.
I learn more.
no, like
I
seriously,
believe it.
like
Yeah.
seriously, because every 10 years your kid become a different person.
And I was a
And-
10 at one point, and I know that's
But
why
we,
I
I
learned
mean,
more.
we got the
That's-
shit
that's-
beat out of us, y'all. We got the shit beat out of us. We couldn't even breathe too hard. Come on now. If you said,
do as I say, not as I
Exactly.
do.
right, but
Don't,
it's like,
don't
but
stand in
it's
the
like-
child's
Like,
place.
disrespect.
but
Right.
it's like every 10 years, your child is a different person. Like right now, my daughter, I'm learning that she is not the same person that I knew 10 years
Yeah.
ago. You have to, that's when evolution comes. You have to evolve with your kids and stop trying to make them stay that child that was obedient. Because again, why would you want your kid to be completely obedient to you? Because that is not preparing them for the world. Because if your child does not learn how to voice their opinion respectfully, then when they get in the world, they're not going to be able to have a voice then. So you have to evolve with your kids and understand, you're still my child, but you are not that little kid that if I told you the sky was purple and you believe me.
Yeah.
You have to prepare your kid for the real world, and preparing them is not shielding them from the world. Because if you shield them from the world, then they're going to go out there and be a sitting duck. Preparing them for the world is go ahead on and educate them on the things that is going to go on. Like I tell my son all the time, I was like, look, don't be in no rush to have sex. Again, you not prepared for it.
No.
I understand that.
At what age, may I ask you that?
And
He's
it's gonna-
13.
and
He's
it's gonna-
13.
it's gonna
He has a
change.
girlfriend. I told him, but I tell him, I was like, again, I know that that's you have a girlfriend and that's something. I said, but don't rush into it because I said you have grown people that can't even deal with having sex. So
Yeah.
at 13,
The
it's too.
emotion, the
Thank
spiritual
you. So
transfer,
I'm not
I
telling him not
understand.
because I tell him this is yours. Do with it what you may. I said, but use the right decision on when to do it. Don't do it just because you got a little girlfriend and y'all think y'all love each other. Do it when y'all are mentally prepared. I'm not a fool because one of my kids started having sex at 14. That's why I say instead of trying to shield them and tell them no, you tell them why.
So,
Baby,
And then what she's saying is so true. And I'm not trying to cut you out, but you can, okay, you don't have a phone. You don't have this. I don't let you watch TV past 8 o'clock because this come on. But then it might be another kid that they go to school with that's getting molested at home that ain't got no phone and all this shit. And they come to school and expose your kids to sex. So at the end of the day, it's about what you tell your kids and you prepare them for certain shit and you explain stuff to them and you let them know, like, hey, this is this. This is what this is. This is what you should do.
Yeah.
Now, if you make a
Start at
mistake
home.
or you fall, I'm going to be here. Just be honest with me and keep it 100. You
Yeah.
tell me what's going on and I got you. Ain't nothing you can't tell me that I'm going to judge you for because I done did everything under the sun in my belief.
We have to start treating them like little people. Like after a certain age, they're still your kids, but you have to understand that they are going to be adults in society. So you can't just treat them like you my kid. Listen to
Nah,
me.
you going to respect me though.
No, I ain't talking about
Yeah.
respect. I'm saying like listen to me, because if I was drilled in your
what
kid
I say
head,
is always right.
right. If
You know?
that's what you drilled in your kid head, then when they grow up at 18, because 18 is not grown because you told them what to do from birth to
Hell no.
18, that's when people gonna be able to run over them. And this is my thing. Even though I've had situations with my kids, I still stand on this. If your kid is able to tell you how they feel respectfully and stand up to you in a respectful way, that prepares them to be able, if somebody does something to them,
Conflict
they can,
resolution.
there you go. So again, you have to, that's why I say you have to evolve with your kid because we're grown, we're set in our ways. They are evolving every year, so you have to evolve with them too.
So, I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong. I'm saying when it comes to me personally,
Mm-hmm.
I have, at my point in my life, was 10, was 12. So I don't learn, I've evolved as a kid, because I'm grown up now. So I don't learn more from my children. They learn more from me because I've already lived what they're going through. That's what I'm speaking to. That's what I'm speaking to. Especially, my kids teach me a little bit, but they don't teach me much because I already know what they're trying to learn. This is why I'm speaking to them in this particular matter. So to advance the conversation further, 'cause I want to kind of keep it on the women's side, and I hold men accountable when it comes to leadership and stuff like that. Make somebody speak to these men.
Yeah, you see, you
When it comes to the term helpmate, what does that mean to you?
When it comes to
Helpmate.
helpmate,
in the household.
This was in a relationship.
Okay.
Helpmate
like come in and help me, like take some of my load off.
from a woman's perspective.
Yes, come in and take some of that load off. Like I'm not finna be taking care of no grown ass man.
So, okay, real quick. So before you get further, a helpmate defines it as a helpful companion or partner.
That part.
So, go ahead, Kalani.
I mean, I just want everything to be mutual. Like 100, 100. Like I ain't just gotta clean up.
I'm glad
You
you
ain't gotta
said
clean
that.
up. Clean up.
100, 100, not 50.
Nigga, I don't wanna
No, I'm
be.
glad she said 100, 100.
Not 50-50. I like
that
that.
means
Yeah,
come-
'cause
come-
like-
come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
Like
come
why I
on.
gotta come
Right.
in and just
I like
because
100.
The
cook,
woman duties.
you
the
washing
cooking,
dishes.
the
Like
cleaning,
no, this
Right.
your house, clean up.
Pick up
This
behind
your
yourself.
food, cook too. You know what I'm saying? I got it today. I cook.
Especially if the
I'll
load is
clean
hard
up,
on you. or
wash
you
the
have bad
clothes
days,
too, fold this, put it in the closet, teach the kids how to put this in
You
here.
cook, I
Like
wash
why I
dishes.
gotta do it? Because nowadays you'll find that a lot of males want to be the house dad, like while the woman is doing a lot of stuff too. And it's not just whatever no more. It's not just the woman being that person and not working anymore. It's literally a lot of house. I think it's actually more house dads than it is probably house moms now.
I'm sorry to interrupt.
I honestly think so. I think so.
JD had something to say.
I'm applying to be house dad.
Application.
I
Take
think
an
so.
application.
And I say this because
Nah, I'm just
you're
bullshit.
a professional, whatever. You know, some men aren't. Some men are literally babysitters.
Hold on, I'm speaking to the
Man, that
numbers.
nigga's a
There are more men
engineer
in
and
the
shit.
workforce than women. That's what I'm saying. That can't.
The-
Statistically, not true.
I
I'm gonna be
mean,
factual.
No, I think statistically that's wrong. It's a lot of young dudes around
I'm
here.
not saying there's not a demographic of males at the house doing that. I'm speaking
That's
of
what I mean.
overall numbers.
In the
Still-
workforce, do they
No,
count
that's what I
stripping?
mean.
Yes, everything is counted for. So
Do they
well,
count stripping?
I know you're having fun, you potting a little bit,
Yeah.
but no, there's still males.
Sorry.
There are more males in the workforce than
Okay.
women.
I don't think so
Make
nowadays.
sure everyone's counted.
I mean, I just don't think so
Stand up and
nowadays.
be counted.
I keep running, and like if it was, I wouldn't run it. I would run into more men who are working, who has something going, and who can prepare themselves for a woman. And not all these men who are either not working, got this going on, sitting at home because they the house dad for their baby mama while she at work. I'm running
Jody?
into these.
Is this Jody?
I'm just saying, and it could be young. It could be that younger.
That's
Why?
Sade.
That's
Why?
more anecdotal evidence because that's your lived experience. And I'm not knocking.
I
your
mean-
lived- I'm not knocking your lived experience. I'm speaking to the overall picture. That
Yeah.
But if it's
you can't-
9 times out of 10, that's what I'm running into.
that's
Then
still-
I mean, statistically, that's what it is. And I mean, they could be younger men.
and I'm saying
but-
that's still anecdotal. That's not overall numbers.
I mean, that's my opinion.
Go ahead, Slim.
It's
Help me.
A helpmate overall, I think can.
What does
It
mean
applies
you?
to.
What does it mean to you? What's help?
Young fresh.
Yeah, Young Fresh. Y'all make sure y'all shop with him, Mac Fresh, the Young Fresh brand.
Where they
Mentally, he's McCain.
Hold on. Let's keep the
I'm
focus.
sorry.
A helpmate should be mentally and physically, not just about what you can do for me. Just like I can have a bad day, like come home from work, horrible day. It can be vice versa as well. Just being able to uplift me, be there. Of course, financially, like if I fall, he might fall. Just being there, like she say, 100, none of that 50-50. It can be
Yeah.
mental and physical, not just what you can do for me.
Yes, ma'am.
As
Moso,
far as it.
helpmate. What does that mean to you?
Well, I've never been with a man that wasn't my helpmate. That's something I'm not going to put up with. I can understand if you fell short of something, it's fine because things happen, and I feel like that's when the uneven balance is supposed to be because one time it's always gonna be somebody that's gonna be higher than the other one. And helpmate is somebody that You might cook, I might cook, you might take the kids to school one day, I might take. It's like we're sharing the load because again, when only one person is carrying the bigger load, that's when resentment comes in.
Right.
Regardless if it's the male or the woman, if I have to do everything, I am going to resent you, and I don't want to resent the person that I say I love. But that's where communication come in, because if you're sitting there and you're starting to resent a person, at what point did you decide that you don't want to communicate with the person? Because a lot of times, if you're doing it without any backlash or any attitude, people think that you like doing it. So if you never speak up to your partner when it's just a little itch where you can say it without having attitude,
That is important.
then it's kind of your fault, because who told you to hold all it in?
Hello.
Acrimony. You're right. Who told you to hold all that in? Like, it's good. Like, let it say what you have to say when it's a little itch. Don't let that shit build up, because that person is not going to receive it.
Turn to a rash.
It can turn into a rash. Like, that person not going to receive it, and even though. And honestly, I know we're talking about women. That's what a lot of men do. They hold on to stuff and then they explode.
Yes.
And then it's to the point the women's like, well, you never said anything.
So,
But do we ask them?
But you shouldn't have to ask, because my thing is, when you're with a partner, y'all should feel comfortable enough that I shouldn't have to ask you what's wrong. I should be like, hey baby, I need to sit down and talk to you.
So real quick, hold what you got, because I'm gonna give some feedback with that. Anybody want to share some handles before we reset? Handles, real quick.
Slim Talk Tuesday on YouTube. Y'all make sure y'all go like and subscribe and hit that notification bell.
Let me do your
locks.
locks.
The one with me on it.
At Locks Dressing LLC, why I'm so proud to make them happy.
So happy. Hey.
Get locked with me, baby. Follow me on TikTok at MoSoul82. Yeah. Come on.
Go ahead, Andra.
Manifesting Millions on all social media platforms.
Good vibes. Talk about it.
Oh, Good Vibes Lounge Podcast on Saturdays.
And Rejuvenated Sensations, where I have all of your skincare needs.
Ooh.
JD, you got
Body
something
butters,
for us?
body oil.
Butt Nigga King on OnlyFans.
So before we went to the reset and the break, we were kind of like, you were talking about men communication and the emotions.
Yeah.
We talked about this briefly on the Ladies Lounge in the past, last year.
Who did?
You.
What year we in right now?
Stop.
No.
Anyway.
This shit might not drop to 25.
I'm not.
So anyway, with that said, speaking from the women, and JD can add his 2 cents if he chooses. Are you?
I'm not
are you? You know you can't be. Women in general still have yet to get to a point where they can receive when a man is sharing his emotions.
Woo!
They can't.
So with that
Off of my
said,
experience, because
A, why y'all think that is, and B, what can we do from the man's side, if anything, to help improve upon that?
I think we can't receive you guys because you guys let it build up.
That part.
You guys let it build up, and the one thing I've learned about men, when you guys are hurt, y'all are very mean. You guys are so mean and so hurtful. And it's like, then that allows us to shut down, because, again, what y'all saying are valid, but who wants to hear what? If I love you, why do I want to hear what you got to say when you're intentionally hurting me? When you pretty much are loading up your emotional shotgun and you like, boom, like you done held this shit just to hurt me. When instead of letting that shit pile up, tell.
No, go ahead.
Instead of letting it pile up, just tell me when I first do it to you, because again, and it works both ways. If you allow me to do something to you, then I'm gonna think it's okay. But if you wait a year later and it's finally bothering you, and I'm like, well, you ain't never said nothing about it.
Yes,
but then when you say something, it's like you mean and you vindictive, you hit below the belt, and that's not cool. But if you want, but this is what we have to grow with communication and being able to express ourselves. But it also to the point, women, I'm not gonna say all women need to stop saying men can't cry. Or I seen a TikTok that said if a man's crying at a wedding, that's a red flag. How the fuck is that a red flag? I want you to cry.
Yes, ma'am. So thanks for the next.
Right.
Damn.
Thank you. Next,
I said thanks.
I want Ariana
Nah, you-
Grande.
I can agree to a certain extent what she's saying, but she said we let it build up. But it's also women out here saying that men are too sassy. So what if he want to express himself, his emotions every day? Then that's too sassy for us. So where do he have that space to be emotional with us?
But that's what we need.
There
to learn.
is no
That's
such
what
That
we
may,
need
that's
to
that's
get.
why
That's
he
when we
builds
need
it
to
up,
give
and then
them
when
the
he get to a
space.
point, and then when he get to a point when he's fed up, then that's when he unloaded.
But we have to give them the space, and that's where we come in because we know that we set the tone for a relationship. And if you want your man to be able to express himself without being vindictive, you have to give him that safe space. You have to look at if you have sons.
Get off, Mo. I'm sorry. I ain't mean to goddamn.
It's like, wait a minute
Like,
now.
if we have
Talking your shit. My bad.
we have to look at that. We have to look at that with our sons. And that comes from being a mother. If mothers don't give their sons safe space to be able to vocalize their emotion, then they grow up not knowing how to do it. And then when they get in a relationship where they try, you have women that shut them down. Oh, you're too emotional.
Exactly.
You too. Wow.
And he gonna be because
That's
he's
what I
raised
was
by a
gonna
woman.
An
So.
emotion is a human experience.
There's
It is
nothing wrong
not
with
just
it.
for
There's
us.
nothing wrong
And
with
that's what we have to disconnect. But you have to realize we are coming from we are no longer in a generation where men have to be hard 24/7.
Right.
We are in the generation where men can express themselves, where men can cry. But we have to get out this narrative that women are supposed to be soft and supple and men have to be hard. We have
She
to
can
find,
be supple though.
she can be supple.
Yeah.
But you have to find a medium for everybody. A woman should be able, like, that masculine energy and that feminine energy has to be level in both sex.
It do.
Because it's in both of us.
It do.
So, go ahead, Calandra.
Not to that question. I mean, you know, I was gonna actually ask a question with it. Do you think that it had to do with motherly issues? Like, do you think that they don't feel like they have safe spaces with women or whatever because they have it with their boys? They talk. I mean, they might not talk about certain stuff, but they talk about things with their boys. So why do we feel like men don't have a safe space?
And
you,
because
if you
I-
never
Are
even
you not
tried.
gonna say space?
They never had.
Well, I'm just saying. That's why I say
I think that goes
I ain't
with
got
it,
no.
like, if you really think
Because
about
I had a person that just cried, and I'm like, nigga, damn. But I had a person that was just hard as hell.
But
like,
that comes
didn't
from-
they never cry? I ain't never see them cry.
If you think
I'm like,
about it, when kids get 5, we make it okay for girls to cry. When boys cry, stop crying before I give you something to cry about.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's not just the mother issue. If the person has both parents or any people that are in their life, we forget that a 5-year-old boy is still a 5-year-old kid. And why can't he cry if he fall and hurt
That'd be
himself?
great.
Like, if a boy fall and hurt himself, get up and stop crying, the nigga.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah,
crying
just give me
for?
the damn
If a
Bible.
girl fall, we're gonna be like, oh,
Well,
baby, it's
and that's
okay.
why
Well,
So it's like,
yeah.
that is what the foundation is, that we get these kids at 5 and forget that they are still kids and they crybabies.
Yeah.
A 5-year-old boy and a 5-year-old girl is a crybaby, no matter what's between their legs. But we think because they're boys, they're supposed to be man up. I'm 5. I don't even know all my colors. I'm 5. I probably can't even read. Why I got a man up at 5?
But see,
Go back to my
it's
topic.
a discrepancy, cause that's how I do my son. Like, at a certain point, cause I knew what he was gonna have to go through in life. Like, it's not set up for us to be expressive and shit like that. There's a saying, happy wife, happy life. There's not a saying for a man. There's what, happy house, happy spouse,
No.
happy
What's
house.
the saying?
No,
What's the saying
for the
for a
kid.
man?
Every man is God's plan.
Ooh, I like
I've
that.
never heard that before.
But I
in
like
life.
it, though. I
And
like
I
it.
understand
Happy
that,
man
but
God's
it's not a universal thing.
It's-
What I'm saying is everything is built for a nigga gotta take it. A nigga gotta take it. You gotta go to work, take it at work. You gotta come home, take it from your woman. It's not set up in society. I'm not talking about how you may feel as an individual. I'm just saying in society. Like, we just have to bear the brunt of it and deal with it. So yeah, you gonna tell your son, like, hey man, get up. Come on man, you gotta be tough. You'll be alright, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't cry, be alright. Cause that's how you raise coming up.
Correct. Sade, you have anything you want to add to that?
Shout out to Sade, man. Take a moment to give her a shout
But
out.
the thing about it is that ain't just a man's or a male's perspective, because you got girls where, like,
But that's come from the woman's side.
but
though.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
my dad, like, for example, my daddy got all girls. We couldn't cry. Like, nah, don't do that. Man, take it with. Don't cry with your chest. Yeah, like don't cry.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying? So I didn't
So-
grew up and folks be like, oh, for a female, oh, you real masculine. Shit, I ain't got no choice.
Yeah.
So now, real quick, to kind of touch upon.
Can you change break?
I can change it.
So with that, so for you as a woman, and just women in general, when a man tries to be expressive to you, do you receive it yourself?
Yes, but I have, like, all the men I encounter, like, they feel like they gotta be tough all the time. Like, oh, I got it. I'm good. But if I can
Because
pick
that's
up
how
on your
society-
body language, I can tell that you're not good. So I'm constantly asking you, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Yes, ma'am.
And if you keep telling me, oh, I'm good, I got it, eventually I'm gonna quit asking. Because at that point, you're letting me know, like, oh, you don't want to express yourself. But I'm gonna let you take your time.
Yes, ma'am.
And when you feel like you want to come talk to me, cool, fine.
Gotcha.
But after you done told me so many times, like, oh, I'm good, I don't want to talk about it. Okay, cool.
Gotcha. Hey, Kay, you want to say something real quick?
That shit is crazy, bro. That is though. Ain't that some wild ass shit? That's some wild ass shit. I think you
break
should
now.
listen to
It be like that.
that shit is wild.
But
Go
at the same
ahead
time-
though. Y'all
but
straight
at the same time,
everything work.
I feel like if you with somebody and you say that you with somebody and y'all been together for a long period of time, that like you said, y'all both been married. Y'all both been married, right? So it's like before y'all got to the point of being married, y'all feel like y'all knew the person that y'all were with, right? Y'all feel like y'all knew them inside and out. And the only thing that you did after that was grow with them, and you just learned and progressed, and y'all grew together.
Okay.
So when it gets to that point, it's like you done been with them up until this point, so that means that you should know how to deal with them. That mean that.
Not
Same
meaning you
way-
should always accept it.
Let me finish. Let me
Okay,
finish.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you
Come
finish.
on. Come on.
That mean the same way that you want them to know
This
you,
shit bother
to
me.
understand when you happy, when you sad, and to know how to deal with you. That means that you should be able to do the same for them. See, what people fail to realize is that men want the same thing that they're giving.
Yes, Lord.
And see, all the energy that they give you, the way that they have to figure out how to deal with you when you're angry, how to deal with you when you're upset, how to cuddle you, and when to be stern with you,
Yeah.
they need you to understand the same thing.
Amen.
So sitting there being like you said, sweetheart, being what's wrong, that ain't talking to their love. That ain't talking to their language. That's direct. You're not sitting there telling them what it is or learning.
Speaking
You learned them, so you're not speaking to what it is that they need you to speak to get it out of them.
Right.
And see, you got to be willing to learn different ways.
That part.
I can agree with
And
you.
that,
I can agree with that.
and what he
I
said
can
is
agree.
so true because
I like that.
motherfuckers say I can't teach nobody how to love me. Stupid
Yeah.
motherfucker, yes you
You
can.
got
You have to.
But I
Like
agree
everybody that you
It
deal
only-
with.
it only teach you so much.
I
Yeah.
can agree with you on
wanna
that
learn.
because if we've been together that long, and if I have to tell you something, I don't want it from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted you to observe me because when you love somebody after so long of being together, it should be about observing that
Yeah.
person
Yeah.
and seeing when they move switch.
But listen what you just said, observing.
But
If you not around that person,
But I
how
said,
are you going to
if you've
observe?
been around, if you've been together for a long period of time, at this
But-
point,
Yeah, we speaking to the long
But I'm
ass
saying,
time.
how can you
Because
observe that person
observation-
if you have not been around that person?
Physically,
I'm gonna
being
be around
physically
my,
around that person.
like physically.
But no, that's what he
But
said.
look-
He said if you've been together for a long time.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, they
that
speaking to
relationship.
that.
But you
Speak
gotta
to
be
the-
around that person though, is what I'm saying.
But look here, but I can tell you this though.
Take a seat.
Observation is all inclusive.
It is though. If you
It's not just physical. It's feeling, it's emotional, it's spiritual. It's when you tie into when you know who the person that you are, to where you have the ability to tie in other people just by meeting them, or just by their vibe, or just by a conversation.
It's that empathy.
like and then if you
being able to put
yeah.
yourself in other people's shoes,
Yeah.
and a lot of people lack empathy.
Yeah.
Baby,
Hello.
yes.
They do.
Come on,
And
I'm
think
picking
that's
up what you're
something-
putting
and I think that's
down.
something that I said to somebody a whole lot while we were together, was that they had a lack of empathy.
Ooh. But again, if that person has a lack of empathy, you have to look at their upbringing.
Exactly.
That,
And let me say this though.
You try to love them through they
You say
you love them through
Ooh,
it.
I like this
But when
podcast,
they
baby.
sit
This
here-
one is
but when they
deep.
sit here and then they decide that, okay, yeah, I got problems I'm working on. Okay, yeah.
need to do the
But
work
you
though.
gotta keep putting work. You gotta
Yeah,
keep.
you gotta
Yeah.
do the work.
And
And
it's
everybody,
not.
and
It's
see,
not
it's the thing,
overnight.
like everybody don't have the same.
But
patience.
let me stop you right there just a little bit. Let me say this, cause I
What you
feel
finna
like,
say?
cause I was married for a long time,
What is you?
and I feel like he's saying, you know, when he was there, that person lacked empathy. I lack affection. I'm not an affectionate person.
Right.
So I'm not, you know, I got a person. I'm not an affectionate person. This person will tell me all the time, the one that's always crying, whatever. I'm scared to
And
talk
we
to
have
you.
him backstage.
Yeah.
No, I'm fucking with you.
No, but you know, this and that. But at the same time, I'm like, are you actually learning them? Because think about this, Janae Oki, her son. Remember when she kept
Janae.
left?
Janae.
She lost her. She
I got
lost
you.
her memory. You know, best
Yeah,
friend.
yeah,
I know.
I got
Yeah,
you.
that's best
Go
friend.
ahead.
But you know, she forgot every day. Every day.
Oh,
So
yes.
it might get tiring, but you might have to keep doing that
Reiterating.
every day.
So
Every day.
Some
To
people-
learn that
some
you
people
gotta
don't
do
have
it
the
yourself.
patience to do that.
You know what I'm saying? So did you do
all,
your?
all great points. So to advance the conversation, 'cause I got so much shit I'm gonna get to. I don't try to get to it. When it comes to women, is marriage important to you? Now, granted, those have been some that have been married already, but we're remarried.
Every time I see that
Is it
word.
important?
I mean, I've
It get
never
more
been
good.
married, but I ain't one of the ones like, oh, I gotta be married. It's like one of them like, okay, if it happen, it happen. If it don't, it don't.
Gotcha.
I ain't one of them just like, oh, well, you gotta marry me.
Yes, ma'am.
What?
Come on, this marriage in general, remarrying, like, is marriage important to you? What currently?
No, okay, so marriage is not important to me anymore after 14 years, but I would get remarried, and if it took me to get married 3-4 times before I meet the person that I'm actually supposed to be with the rest, I will do that. It's not about, you know, how many times I've been married or whatnot, but yeah.
Slim, big slim.
Is it important? I wouldn't say. When I was younger, yes, I would be like, oh, marriage. But as I got older, I'm like, I would love to get married, but it's not.
I ain't gonna just be with
force
you
of,
forever,
oh,
though.
I gotta marry you. Like, no,
Quick,
not
Brian,
with
go
that.
ahead.
I think marriage is important. I do.
Gotcha.
And after being married twice, I still think it's important.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I feel like, yes, marriage is just a contract, but if you're doing it the right way, it means way more than that. But one thing I do think women should do, they shouldn't force a man or keep nagging a man to marry him, because before I got married the first time, there was one thing I asked a lot of married men: why did you get married? And all of them told me the same thing, because you kept nagging. So both times I was married, it was never because I nagged the person. It was because they were ready to marry me.
Gotcha. So now to follow the same, who all has daughters on the panel? Okay, so with this, I'll start again, I'll go back down.
I don't know if I'm supposed to raise my hand. I don't know what to do with my hands.
Do you think overall,
It's
are
your
you
best friend.
properly raising your daughters to be prepared to be a wife?
I am, but it's I don't know how to raise her to be a wife because my daughter is gay. So I don't know how to prepare her.
Your sister wife.
I mean, I don't know how to prepare her to marry
to
a
love a
female.
woman.
Okay.
So again, like, she knows the aspect, because when my marriage was good, she's seen a healthy marriage.
Yes, ma'am.
So the fact that she's gay, I don't know how to prepare her to marry a woman, because
But you know how you want to be loved.
I know,
Yeah, I was
but
just
women,
gonna
but we are. I'm sorry, women are unstable creatures.
That's
It
what's
is
up.
what it
You better
is.
know it.
So it's like, I don't know how to prepare her
Gotcha.
for somebody, for a woman.
I got you.
You know, because I like girls, but I don't know how. I've never been in a relationship with a woman.
Yeah.
So I don't know, hey, this is what you do. I don't know. I've only been in a relationship with men.
Gotcha.
you
Big
like
Slim,
about
Big Slim, are you preparing your daughters, and are you thinking women in general are being prepared properly to be wives in the future?
Not in this sexy red era, but actually, honestly, my daughter's dad is raising her. He's a full-time dad, but when I do get her, she's only 3, so preparing her to be a wife,
So
I
you
don't
got
know how
ways to
that will
go.
go.
So then speak to the teenage girls you're seeing out here in this, not just the sex red areas. I'm talking just like, you have sisters, girlfriends, homegirls that have daughters that are teenagers.
I don't.
Okay, so you don't have enough.
I'm the baby of sisters, so
I got
I
you.
don't.
Miss Calandra?
I'm definitely not preparing my child to be a wife, but I do tell her a lot of different things, how she can be a respectable woman, even if it's motivating herself, and because like, you got to do self-love before you can do anything for anybody else.
Yes, ma'am.
So I definitely try to teach her how to, do certain things to
Right.
be a great person to someone else.
Right.
But besides that, even if it's a child or her husband, but no, I'm not preparing my child to be a wife.
And so from your perspective, Sade, I know you say you have no daughters, but do you think it's important for women or young ladies, say at 13, 12 today, to probably be raised to be a wife one day?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, again, most people don't want to get married, so I can't just say, oh, I'm preparing her to be a wife, because I can prepare her, and then she might grow up and be like, well, Mama, I don't want to get married.
So can I
You know what
speak
I'm
on
saying?
that about preparing, when you asked us, did we prepare our daughters? What I've learned on my journey in life that
Yes,
we
ma'am.
can actually prepare our daughters, but it doesn't matter how prepared they are. If a man is not ready to be in that predicament,
I agree.
then it's like a woman can be everything he
Yes,
needed,
ma'am.
from the lady in the street to the freak in the bed to the
Freaking
to the best mother to
Yes,
the
ma'am.
to the confidant to everything. And if that man is not ready, we're pretty much wasting our time.
Well, no, I wouldn't say you wasted your time because you
Right.
still prepared that young
Right.
woman.
But
Because
again,
somebody's gonna come along. to
Again,
accept it.
it doesn't matter how prepared they are. If that man is not ready, then you are wasting your time. Because again, you have women that will give a man everything he wants, will be everything he wants,
Yes, ma'am.
and he will still back up.
So there is more to that, because that's a bigger discussion, because that's when God gives you discernment, all these other things that you
Hello.
come with, that you can make the proper decisions, not to either agree with your hand in marriage to that young man who's not leading right, but that's a discussion I have with the
You're
men.
right.
Men. So you can still prepare someone. You've done your job. You prepared
The
them.
basics.
Now they go into the world and make bad decisions. That's not on you. You still
Right.
prepared them to make the right decision.
Right.
Potentially. AK, go ahead, sir.
And I don't think that you should prepare him to be a wife.
So you don't think? Go ahead.
Nah. Just like you don't prepare a dude to be a husband. You don't prepare neither one of them. You just prepare them to be the best version of the woman or the man that they can be.
You're right.
Because it's all
Amen.
inclusive. You
Amen.
don't sit here and get them to focus on one thing because
That
then
man.
you would domesticate them before it's time for them to be domesticated.
Right.
Amen.
Because
So
we don't
if you
prepare on the
if you
curriculum.
teach them the ability of how to live, how to survive, and be on their own, how to
It'll
cook,
fall
how
in
to
line.
clean, how to sit there and take care of themselves, how to pay their bills, how to do what they need to do. If you teach them how to treat people, how to love people, how to love themselves, then
You
you
prepare.
attract what you are. So
That
when
part.
you're prepared, when it comes to you, it's not foreign to you. But if you just train them to be a wife, you're not training them to be a mom. You're not training them to be self-efficient. You're not training them to be in society on their own.
So just
And that's
I
I like that. I like that. That's facts right there.
Because if a motherfucker go to culinary school, you can't go out here and goddamn pave concrete.
You limit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That
Shit.
part.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I like that.
So, hold on,
They
but
end
the
up
volley-
hindered.
the volley back though, you can still do both at the same time. You can still give them these worldly things in regards to different avenues to be versatile. When it comes to the woman or the young lady, and specifically, you can still prepare them so when they get out there to be available for the man to select them, they're well versed over here, but they're still ready to be that wife, that mother, that nurse.
But at the same time, the selection go both ways.
But
Facts.
well, I'm not talking to men right now.
Yeah, no. I'm saying like.
Nah, that's
I'm
it.
saying that at the same time, a dude might choose you. Like shit, you still got a woman still got to choose them.
Well, the woman says yes in the marriage, yes, you're right.
But up until for it to get to that point,
Yes, sir.
I mean, the woman still had to decide. Okay, I want to stay around. I want to be with
Yes,
this person.
you're right.
And then like everything that involved with the relationship.
Yes,
And then so when they finally get to that point, it's still her choice.
Yes.
Just like it's his choice. I mean, because you got girls these days who proposing to dudes.
Yeah.
And then on top of
That's
that, like with my
wild.
girls, I feel like you should prepare your children for everything as a whole.
That's why I said.
And everything else gonna fall into place. If
That
you do,
part.
if
Well,
you
that's
do
why I
your
said both.
yeah.
That's why I said both can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should.
You are
In
right.
my, that's what I'm
What
saying.
he
In my
said was
opinion.
on.
Things can be true at the same time.
Yes,
You're right
and
about that.
that's what I'm saying. That, but it's still beneficial. This for the continuation of the species, the benefit of just the world as a society as a whole. I think we've gotten away from certain moral standards, certain upbringing in regards to things that have been beneficial to us as a species. Men are just not men entirely where they should be as far as leadership and all that stability,
Correct.
all this shit.
Correct.
And women sometimes fall to the wayside because they don't have no nurturing skills, relationship skills, or just being ready to be that helpmate for their potential husband in the future to build a family that continue the community.
wanted to ask you that too.
So, I just go into conversation. We can continue this and reset real quick.
Yeah, because you gave him.
Yeah, you said it's gonna be 3 parts to this,
You
so
asked him
shit.
what is a helpmate, but you didn't ask him like what type of helpmate are they?
Ooh.
Let me ask. Give me 1 second.
Because I was curious about it when they said it. Like they were saying what they wanted in a man, but it was like what you.
What do you bring to the?
And then there was 2
But I think you
questions
said it's the balance though.
No,
too,
but it
as
was
well,
2
too.
questions that y'all answered in reference to what y'all wanted in a man.
Well, what
But
I
nothing
require
in
is what I
reference-
can give.
So
Get off there, motherfucker.
Shit.
What
What I require is what I can give,
I'm about to
baby.
dust your shoulder
I'm
off.
never, I'm
That's
never
what
gonna
you
ask
said,
more
though,
of
right?
you.
I'm about to dust
Then
your
I-
shoulder
I'm
off.
never-
Yeah.
That's what you said.
If I require you to be my comfort zone and my safe
You can do
space,
that,
I can
right.
do that too.
You wish you would have sat over here now, though. So
So,
you want to do?
as we were left off, we were talking about, we want to revisit a certain question about the helpmate. And AK, go ahead and ask the question out loud.
The question was, y'all sit here and y'all told us what it is that you want in a helpmate when it comes towards your man. But what is it that you bring and provide as a helpmate? You want to go first?
Yeah, I did say 100, 100,
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
but that's
Hold
because,
on.
like I said, I was married for 14 years. I gave 100%. Well, I take that back. I probably did 80%.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I'm saying?
Accountability,
Yeah.
girl.
Shit,
Accountability.
And
That's what he told me.
because I'm not perfect, a bunch of shit. But at the end of the day, I still was the one giving more,
Most of
and it makes me resent at the end of the
But
day. So I want 100, 100.
He has a follow-up
Okay,
question.
so-
Go ahead.
Yeah.
So why did you just give 80?
Well, I tried probably to be a perfect, well, I mean, not a perfect wife, but a person, that person. But I say 80 because I'm just now learning my self-love.
Right.
This journey I'm just doing it. So I couldn't even give 100% when I wasn't giving 100% to myself.
Now, the
You know what I'm
things-
saying? I was just there for
things
my
that you gave
kids and
in
stuff.
In your marriage, why did you do it? Why did
For-
you? The 80 that you gave is great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
but Why did you? Give
Because
it?
at the end of the day, you know what? That's a great question because I always told people I would have had to do this if this person wasn't around anyway because I have kids. I still would have had to provide a roof. I still would have had to cook the dinner. I still would have had to wash the dishes, clean the clothes. So just because this person is here don't mean I'm going to stop doing it because, you know what I'm saying, whether he giving or not. You know what I'm saying? So
Can I ask this question though? Why do people say? Well, why do women say I'm wifey material because I like the shit that you named out?
Wifey duties.
Right.
Cleaning, cooking.
no,
But
I
I
don't
do
think
that
that's
shit,
wifey duty. To me, I don't think that's wifey duty.
I don't think that makes you a partner though.
Yeah.
In my mind, it
You
doesn't.
can
Like
cook and
that,
clean, right?
I do that shit.
100, 100.
Like I feel like being a partner is tapping into me too.
Emotional.
Like if you
I
tap
think-
into
That's a
me,
big
I
part.
think-
That's a
you know what I'm
big.
saying?
That's a
Yeah,
big
you
part
can do
of
all that shit, but you not tapping into
I
me
think
at
that's a
all.
big
I do
part.
that same shit
But
too.
that's what
And that's
society
why-
has
That's a big part
told
of
us
it.
that wifey material is cooking, cleaning, having great sex. When
Now, really, the new generation white
Wife-
material because I'm a bad
Wifey
bitch. That's what
material.
they think in their mind. That ain't
Right
hitting
now.
on shit.
wifey
That
material
ain't
is
hitting
how
on
do I
shit.
feed
That ass
into
don't
you.
get you so far.
That ain't hitting on
I
shit.
think it's just a
Wifey
title.
material is how I feed into you because
Facts.
again, like y'all just say, cooking and cleaning and keeping your house, that's a human thing that we
That's
have
what
to
you're
do.
supposed to
brother.
do.
But like wifey material is how do I make you feel when you're down? How do I feed into you? How
I
do
be
I
down,
build?
too.
How do I build? How do I build you up? You know, it's like when I don't like
He
you,
said I be
how do
down,
I
too.
treat you?
Yeah.
Facts.
How strong is my love? Because again, sometimes we ain't gonna like each other,
We
but I
ain't.
still should love you.
Yeah.
And how should my love treat you when I don't like you that day?
Right.
That's
She said when I
It's
don't
the
like you.
vibrations for me.
right.
And that's why I asked, like, why did you do it? Because it's a book. It's a book called The 88 Marriage by Nate Clem.
80-80 marriage.
The
I'm
80-80
gonna
marriage.
look that up.
And in this book, well, she know the book. She just didn't read it.
Damn.
Put her on front
Shade.
street, but you ain't gonna do my girl like that.
Shade.
How you know? Nah,
In the book,
You look dry over there.
what they talking about,
Let me drink.
what they talking about is they saying the reasons that you do things in a marriage, and that when you do things in a marriage, that you should do it from a place of radical generosity. And what they say the radical generosity is, they saying that when you do it because you know that it would make your partner happy. and you make them happy, it makes
Not
you
for
happy.
something.
Gotcha.
But
So,
if you love a person, when they happy, you automatically happy.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's hard when you're going out of your way to always make them happy, and they ain't giving you
And
shit.
that's why I
Yeah.
say
Especially from the man's end.
Oh, Paul, yeah.
both sides.
Yeah, fact.
Both people are supposed to be acting out of radical generosity. And see, like you said, the stuff that you did as far as cooking, cleaning, providing, having a roof over your head because your kids,
Right.
see, that was something that could be included as far as your marriage. Like, I do it because I know he like when I cook for him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I clean because I know that he might like a clean house, but it's the same
Yeah.
thing with him. I take out the trash because I know that she don't want to.
Right.
To make her happy.
Right.
You know, I take care of the cars because
Correct.
Yeah.
I know that she don't want to. Or
Yeah.
I cook.
And that's where it
Because
come
I
in to
know-
be.
And-
That's
and-
that
and
hundred
my- and my
hundreds for me.
ladies and shit way
It don't matter
more
what
fun
part
than
of it you doing. It ain't got to be the whole house. But that's showing me you
But
doing
that's why I
100,
asked,
100.
Why did you do it?
Yeah.
And see, you said you did it because you already knew that it had to be done.
Yeah.
Because you had to provide for your kids.
But you still didn't
Facts.
speak to the fact that you're doing it
In reference of my husband. Yeah.
Because like even
Exactly.
now for those out there, know I got engaged over the previous.
Shout out to the fiance.
Yeah.
You got engaged?
He did.
That's what's up, man. Congratulations,
They did
bro.
play
I'm trying to figure out
Let
why
me
you
give you
didn't do it.
a
I'm trying to figure out why you didn't do it while I was on FaceTime with Toy though. That's crazy.
Ah, my fault. I
You
was
wasn't
trying to
there?
congratulate
I
you,
know I
bro.
wasn't
You
there.
went
I
on
was somewhere
FaceTime
else.
like that?
No, I went on FaceTime. I ain't got
Congratulations,
I
man.
know, but it's okay.
Who you getting
I ain't
engaged
sure.
to?
He said, but it's
I
okay.
was over there.
He said it's okay.
I got like 7 o'clock. Y'all didn't get there like a
Bruh, we
bingo.
were doing other shit. We got around. Rello, you be there. It's all good.
I know I'm gonna be there.
You're gonna be at the
I
wedding.
ain't no
God
choice.
dang, calm down.
Are y'all having a wedding and shit?
Well, I mean, we
They gonna do
the
something. I'm his
discussion.
cousin, bro.
I want to
gotta
come to
go.
the reception.
We all gonna be there around.
I might catch a bouquet.
So
Like I'm just blood cousin. I have no choice but to be there.
yeah,
Good,
man,
man.
love this nigga.
I want that
So
feeling.
back to what I'm about to get to is, for example, when I unconditional and this love when it comes to the spouse and being a helpmate. She has long days, right? I know this. For the past, we've been together 5 years.
Hey, that's a double entendre. My fault. I need to know a little bit.
So anyway,
My fault. And I said double entendre.
say less. But so I decide.
Shit was hard.
I decide to feed every night. Right?
Oh.
Each foot get about 10, 15 minutes apiece.
She wash them first.
It don't matter.
That's gangsta.
I love it. He said that's dangerous. I'm so done.
That was gangsta, boy.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Wow.
But
I
so
love
it's
it.
like,
love
I know
it.
it brings relief and pleasure to her because she's had those long days.
You get the
I
pressure
get
points.
pleasure in it because I know I'm providing a service to her. It's a duty,
It's gonna turn on.
and I'm not
To
missing a day.
please that booty.
But that's that empathy.
It's gonna turn on.
That's what
People
you call
like,
empathy.
damn, my baby rubbed
Yeah.
my feet.
That's
I'm
the
finna
empathy.
Yeah, boy.
In
finna-
doing something that you know is gonna bring your partner's joy. Also, like I want to speak on like when we were talking about love, how you know you love somebody is when you have the opportunity to
Yeah.
break them down
Yeah.
when y'all arguing and you don't. And you don't.
Restrain a
Like,
motherfucker too, though.
When you
Yeah.
know at any given moment.
I
you
can shoot your
I
ass.
can tear you
Yeah,
down.
I can
But
tell
even
your
more
ass up.
restraint is when your partner is
Shoot
tearing
you
you
what?
down. And you
Damn.
choose
What's going
to
on?
Yeah,
Big
but
restrain.
I'm missing
That's
some.
the big thing
I've been
about power. Having power is knowing when to not use it.
Exactly.
That's the big thing
Right,
about
right.
it. That's in the book of art or whatever that thing, the war story.
I read the Superman comic.
That part too. That's in there.
Yeah.
You being but it's actually,
No, I'm being for real. Yeah, he had the restraint to
yes,
do a lot of
that's
shit.
actually in the comic book.
Yeah,
So also I have to follow another question for women. Real
it's on the
quick.
pad.
Yes, right. here.
Okay, cool.
Do single women keep single? Do single women keep women single?
What? Ah, I
Single
got
Single
women.
women,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
I feel
Bitter
like
women
yes.
keep single women single.
Well, that falls into single stuff.
No, because every single woman
I don't
got
think
a bitter
so.
woman.
Hold on, you're right.
I
Yes,
disagree.
but I'm-
He's like, hold on, you worried. But what?
Go there,
Like,
Mo.
Get 'em,
what?
Go ahead, Mo. You go first.
Get him,
Do
bro.
single women keep women single?
No. No.
Okay.
A jealous
Elaborate.
single woman,
Because
yeah.
Right.
again,
A jealous
just
single
because I'm single does not mean I don't want to see my friends happy.
That
I
part.
love love. I'm in love with love, even if not,
That
it's not
part.
me
I do
that's in love. A bitter single woman will keep her single friends single
Nah,
because
fact.
she is bitter and she's been hurt. So she wants everybody around her to be single and bitter too. But just you being single and you happy, You want your friend to be happy.
Facts.
Because if, like, again, it's just like, well, if I gotta be single and bitter, you gonna be single and bitter too, because I don't want to see you in love. But if I'm single and happy, I want somebody to make my friends happy.
Fucking
That
facts.
part.
Go ahead. Big Slim.
I said, like I say, I think it's jealous single women. Women that necessarily don't want you to have something good, maybe, necessarily. But single women keep it single. No, I love, like she said, I love love. And I love to, like, I'm going to encourage my friend, like, especially if it's a good man. Girl, go after that. Girl, you better do what you're supposed to do to lock him down. Like, that's what I'm going to do, so. Jealous
just 'cause
single
you
women,
single
yes,
don't
most
mean-
definitely
don't
gonna be
mean
like,
you
girl,
sad.
nah, that
Yes,
ain't for
ma'am.
you. And it could be a whole good man, like somebody that treat her good. That, like, nah.
But the
them
bitter
jealous-
woman be like, she'll see he's a good man and try to, because, and if you're my friend, I'm gonna value your opinion.
Yeah.
And you can be bitter and don't want me to be happy because you're not happy because you haven't worked on yourself.
That part.
But
Hello.
again, that comes with working
Hello.
on yourself and being accountable of the things that you did wrong in your relationship, regardless if it wasn't your fault that your relationship broke up.
Take your
You
time.
still have to take that accountability and what did you do?
You good, baby.
Because if something got to a point, you had something that you
That part.
contributed to it to get to that point. Unless you
Amen.
had just a horrible ass man, and we know that it's very few men that are just that horrible.
And that's what, girl.
That mouth got juicy.
Another topic.
That mouth got juicy in the middle. That comes.
You better say something.
Can I ask y'all something?
Yes.
Since you already basically told me yours, what is y'all's definition of love?
Ooh.
And don't give
I
me
had
just a
one.
plain
That was
answer.
So to me, my
I
definition
don't
of
know.
love,
Look, I don't
Look at
know.
Kalunda jump
I'm still learning. I don't know.
because I love love, and
But I'm-
and to answer the question too, and I'm gonna put the love with it. Like I always, even when my friends were single, I don't care. I always had a relationship. I always kept a word. As y'all can see now, I always
you
kept a
did,
boyfriend.
though.
I
I'm
always
that
kept a
friend.
relationship.
You did,
So
even when we was
even
in
if my
school.
friend was single, I always loved love. Whether it was,
I'm
it didn't
that
matter. But love to me is showing me affection, being there for me, knowing what's going on, like Clyde do for his girl. Like that's showing love. That's letting me know. Calling me, texting me, hey baby, how you doing
You
today?
make it.
Did you make it? You there? You eat? You hungry? That's love for me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Cause
Taking
you
you
know.
into consideration.
Yeah.
When it comes to all
that word, all the stuff that you said, certain things be going on. Like, you know, you gotta have all those.
You're right.
Whether you can do it or not, you gotta try. So if you trying and I can see
Everybody ain't willing.
that's love for me. You know what I'm saying?
Slim, you co-signed and answer your question. Yeah.
I said what she said.
Lieutenant now?
Yeah,
I said
she
what-
lieutenant.
I said what she
Lieutenant
said.
Slim.
I said what she said.
So you ain't got no
So what is
definition for
love?
love.
I don't know, y'all.
You don't know what love is?
And that's a genuine.
you-
Because
That's
I
a
haven't
genuine
really
answer.
truly
Genuine answer.
experienced
That's a genuine
true
answer.
You
real
felt like
love.
you've
Because
been
I
in
really,
love before.
So what did the
I myself, yes, I have been. in
Okay,
love.
so when you were in love, what did it feel like?
There you go.
It's fun making me be like who I'm truly am. Like don't have to put on a face up.
But did you experience pain from that?
I did.
Then it wasn't love.
What that mean?
It wasn't love.
Well,
Love don't. I mean, but no. I mean,
I
you
think
gonna
with
go
that
through things, but you
situation,
not
though-
love. Just not gonna just hurt.
I think with that situation, the pain came from me accepting it. I should have drew
Okay,
a
I
line.
like that.
So if I would have drew that line, I wouldn't have had that pain that I had.
Exactly.
So I did
So
experience
That's
love.
accountability that
Yeah.
you know you let it.
So
go
I
too
feel
far,
like, yeah.
and you should have cut it out.
That's what I'm learning. 2024 accountability.
Y'all
You
may
gotta
not
have
love
that.
each other every day, like
Boy,
show it,
still love
but
that
you gonna
motherfucker
know
today.
that
I
that's
still
love,
love
cause
you
y'all
today,
still gonna be
but-
together. It's still gonna be like everything gonna be everything,
Right.
regardless
But
of
I
what's
think-
going
I
on.
think that's one of the things that's beautiful about love. Is that love is ever changing. It don't die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It evolves.
It do.
and that's what I
The thing is
say.
with love is that when you actually love somebody, you never stop doing it. You just
Right.
find different ways to love them.
To
So,
love
if, like you said, if it's one of those days where you're sitting there and they can't love you this way, then they know another way to love you.
Right.
And like you said, if they calling to see where you at to make sure that you're okay, have you ate, okay, that's one way to show it.
Mm-hmm.
But then let's say that you're having a day where you don't want to talk. And if you're having a day where you don't want to talk, well then they just do what it is they know that you
Exactly.
love. You see, it's
works
always ways
too.
around it.
Of course,
There's always ways to make sure that it revolves.
That
Yeah,
part.
I agree with that.
You got a definition?
What is love?
I'm trying to.
What's your definition, JD?
I'm giving it. This ain't about me.
Because you're not gonna do that over there on that
What you
end.
mean? You got
I mean, because goodness.
Like in my opinion, like I said, I can't really tell you what love is,
You
cause
can't use that words.
Oh, what they say? Use your words.
because it was a point of time I was just growing up and I ain't really know what love was. And then I ended up getting with this one person, and he kind of showed me true love, because he gave me a safe space to where I could just be myself. And I never experienced it before. Like, he was the first person that I could be vulnerable with. Like, when I say he real deal seen, like, all the aspects of me, like, seen me cry and everything. And most people know, like,
And what daddy say? Don't cry.
I ain't
What
never
daddy
let
say?
a dude see me cry now.
What
Ever.
daddy-
Like, let it go on, get it close to my heart or nothing. So the
Right.
fact that he was the first person that did that, like, that meant a
About
lot.
that.
You know what I'm saying? So
Now you to be safe, so you have a safe environment.
yeah, a safe environment to just be me, to like let my guard down, like
And open up.
all the
Right.
way.
So you know
So love for you is providing a safe place.
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah. And open up. Being
I feel
able to
that.
open right for real.
Go on, Mo. What you
Most
doing?
Most-
Like I said, my definition is when you have the ability to hurt someone and you don't. Because I feel like having the ability to hurt somebody and you don't, or having the ability that you know you've done so much for them and you don't throw it up in their face. Because if I'm arguing with somebody that I love, I would never throw up anything I did in your face, because what does that have to do with what we're talking about now?
Fact.
I did those things out of love, and if I throw them up in your face, that means that we're not done out of love. Again, I had a hard breakup with my husband, and never once did I ever throw up anything he done. And I've done a lot for him, because when I love you with my whole heart.
You're right.
And if I got it, you got it. And if you need it, I got it. Like, I bought my husband a couple of bills, and I would never, in the breakup, I would never say anything bad about that. Even when we broke up and he left, I was like, hey, you want to take some of these towels? You want to take, he was like, I said, you want to take the TV in the room? Because again, just because we
That
breaking up doesn't mean I have to be vindictive and evil.
Amen.
Because at one point in time,
And a lot of women can
you
be.
were my everything.
A lot of women can be.
You were the best thing since sliced bread. And because we're ending, but I'm the type of person, when we're ending, when we're done, I don't go backwards. Because going backwards means that's when you're gonna have that back and forth. So when we're ending, hey, you can take the TV. Hey, you want some of these blankets? You want to take the pillow out the bed? Because I still love you, even though we're not there anymore. I want to make sure you have what you need when you're leaving. Because we got this together. I didn't do this on my own.
Right.
We got this together, so this is your stuff too. So what would you want to take with you to make you feel better? Because what that does to me, that gives me a clear conscience.
Right.
Now, if you go out and badmouth me,
I did
that's
my
on
part.
you.
Yeah,
Them, amen.
So in conclusion, real quick,
in conclusion.
well, 'cause I got one more question. I'm letting my man up here read it.
He ain't ready.
He had a hard ass question with this shit he just asked.
Yeah, he
That
did
shit
a
was
good
hard.
job.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you sit well in the
Provided
captain
that-
seat. That's
okay.
all right.
That last little part right there, talk to women.
Sarge, come on now.
Why don't women
So
hold
you-
themselves accountable? Not
That's
you
right.
specifically, but in general.
Say
Say
it
it
again.
again.
Why do women not hold themselves accountable?
Not or do.
No, they say, why don't women hold themselves
Why don't women hold themselves
Yeah.
accountable?
'Cause we
Well,
work
I
hard.
honestly,
Because
prideful.
they never had
They
anybody
One at a
to.
time, one at a time.
They
Prideful.
never had anybody to teach them accountability. If
Yeah.
you
That's
never
what I
had
just said.
anybody teach you accountability, how can you hold yourself accountable?
and I mean, like I said, I'm just now on this self-love journey. So I'm just now learning how to teach myself to be accountable
We was
for my
raised by
own
people that
and things.
didn't.
And so,
Yeah.
yeah,
Right.
I'm
Right.
always used to you,
Right,
and I
right.
did, and this mine, or, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
I watched one video. I just think about think about one video. They said men have egos and women are prideful. Of course, we don't want to be wrong in
Yeah,
nothing.
that's
We
it.
always have to be right.
Yeah.
So I think that just boils it down.
And I think
Women are
that
very
goes to
prideful.
because we are, even though we are women, we have that masculine energy.
Yeah. But
Like
again,
tough.
we was
And so,
raised by
yeah.
the people,
Yeah.
single moms. It was a
Yeah.
lot. We was raised by
So we
people
just
that
have
didn't take accountability. The single moms, they had to do it all, their independency. So I think that fell on us. But again, like I said in my podcast, I like that our generation take accountability of that reflection and just changing a lot of different stuff.
Right.
So I really like
but
that.
like she said,
Like
it's
for real, for real.
balance.
It
Yeah.
is.
It's a balance.
Because the same way that y'all got masculine energy, dudes have feminine
Feminine.
energy.
Yeah.
And
Right,
then if you
right.
I
if
mean,
you
that's why you
ever
got 2 chromosomes.
but now if you ever like notice that in life everything switches too.
Mhm.
So like our masculine changes as we get older. So we become more nurturing as we if you ever
Okay.
notice like a pawpaw.
Okay.
Versus where you might have a grandma that's not really like this.
That makes sense.
But then, like when y'all go through the change, y'all develop more
You be so
masculine. It's
angry.
scientific. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
But
y'all
I
start.
like that. I
I
like
think it's
that.
because they figured it out. The older you get, the more experience you get.
Yeah.
No, it's all chemical too,
Yeah,
though. Yeah.
and see, like
Yeah.
a papa,
I like
he
that.
can figure it out. I don't have to be hard all the
So,
time. I ain't
yeah.
got nothing to prove. I
Yeah.
know
I can have this tea party with my grandbaby,
Yes.
and it ain't gonna make me look less of a
He's
man.
done his particular part. He's getting
No, but I'm telling you, it's chemical.
Yeah,
We
I
start
agree with
getting
you.
more
Yeah.
estrogen and all this shit, and women start getting
We
this
lose
other
our
other
estrogen.
shit.
He said, I'm
Yeah,
telling you,
yeah,
I'm
lose
telling
it.
you, I read this, sir.
So once again, sir, 2 things are happening at the same
Yeah,
time.
I'm not being confrontational. I'm sorry.
Chemically, you're right. And what at that point in this man's life, he can take a step back and say, you know what, I've done my part to society. I can fall back and let the next generation after me
Yes.
take over the reins.
And,
And sit back and give that dollar, daddy, granddaddy, dad, I want $1. Here,
Yeah.
take that dollar, get some whatever.
and it's like he didn't understand. He got to the point of understanding, like, I ain't got shit to prove.
Yeah.
Nah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I done
was
li-
supposed
I done
to
lived my
enjoy this.
life,
Yeah,
right.
I done did what I was supposed
I'm
to do. I done
glad
had
I
them
already-
times where I
Yeah.
felt like I was super tough.
And I got a
Your
family
grandpa
across
do be
town
trying
and
to-
everything, so I'm straight. Yeah.
That part.
No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. I'm just
So
fucking
Papa
with you.
is in the phase where he just want to love and appreciate the people that's important.
Cause you know his time is about to be up pretty soon. He don't.
Amen.
Any day now. Type
Be
shit.
trying to pass on some wisdom and
So
stuff.
no.
Right.
God damn, y'all done killed Papa?
Pops died.
Papa ain't bothering nobody.
Wait.
Shit, y'all ain't killed
Just
man.
made it to his
Y'all ain't
70s,
killed
man.
grandma or nothing. Y'all ain't killed
I
Papa.
want to say real quick
Damn.
before we get out of here. I
Get
want to
your
thank all the
friends.
women on the panel who participated on today's particular
We be
topic.
vibing.
Thank you very much, Moso. I guess now it's Lieutenant Slim now.
Right.
Why did I become a lieutenant?
Big Slim.
How did I become a
I don't know.
lieutenant?
I was.
I take
Big.
Big Slim, Big Slim.
All right. Always
Ooh, how
Thank
can
you
I
very
do that
much for
on
being
your
part of
thing?
this Calandra.
Hey.
And Sade, always Rolo, good seeing you. You know, much love to you.
Rilla, you in the game?
I am done.
She be rolling up on people. Real low.
Don't play with
Is
me.
that what that
That's
means?
Real
not
low.
what it means.
Oh my goodness.
My bad.
I
The shade thrown.
from my,
Oh my
You the only
gosh.
one that don't get it, huh?
Who that?
Yeah.
Nah, Rello, I know what
I
it
don't
means in
get it
reference
either,
to.
so-
Nah, that's what they say in
I
Lil Rock.
get it. They just
Rello,
See, I'm
Rello,
they
I'm
own
from
box.
I'm from Louisiana, so I definitely
He's
know.
not saying Rello like he's saying relative because me and her used to.
go.
Again, like I was saying, thanks everyone for coming, being part of the podcast. Shout out to AK, thank you for showing.
Sorry.
Your male perspective, very informative, very insightful.
That nigga
It was, you did. Kudos to you. You had
Yeah,
very
this
good
man's lived a life.
That nigga deep and shit.
Pause.
He deep.
I don't know.
You say you can't be deep?
I'm like,
Are you talking about that man Virgin Home, man? What are you talking about? Big Wild.
You went somewhere.
Hold on now.
They went somewhere else.
Pause.
You went somewhere else.
Rewind. Press
All
play.
right.
Okay.
Before we get out of here,
Why I got a pause?
anybody want to share it? Go ahead. Try to let them know where they can find you.
Okay, you can find me and Sade Kendrick on Facebook, Rejuvenated Sensations on Facebook, Rejuvenated Sensations on Instagram, Sexy Aries on Instagram, Rejuvenated Sensations on TikTok, and you can also follow me on YouTube and my YouTube channel at Sade Sensational Sunday.
Hey.
All right, Miss Calandra.
Calandra Bonds on Facebook, Manifesting Millions on all social media platforms, and Good Vibes Lounge podcast on Saturdays on everything.
All right. Big Slim.
Big Slim. 2024, we
She
Big
was
Slim.
stuck in a motherfucker.
It's Big
That
Slim.
one
You
full
can
of
follow
weed
me,
stuff.
Alexandria Sales on Facebook, Slim Seductive Scents on Facebook, my business page for the candles. Also, it's Slim Talk Tuesday on YouTube. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
And as always, it's your girl, Moso.
Hey.
You guys can follow me on TikTok at Moso82. You can follow me on Instagram at Moso_82. And if you're ready to get locked and loaded, you can follow my business page and inbox me or call me at Locks Dressing Things LLC, where I am oh so proud to make your nappy oh so happy.
Hey.
Get locked with me.
Mr. Hill.
Hey, I'm JD Hill.
And where can we find you?
Right. JD Hill on Facebook, _solution285 on all other social media platforms. OnlyFans.com/buttnakedking.
Bucket it,
and catch me featured on
Let's hear
Lady
co-host.
Podcast and all this
He's a
shit.
podcaster.
And,
Right.
He's a podcast comedian.
That part.
It is.
You want to tell me anything, AK, or no?
Huh?
You want to tell me anything, no?
What had happened was
Yeah, what happened was right.
he came up here and
If you
dropped
know,
some dope
you say
questions.
what?
You came up here and dropped some dope questions. That's what you
appreciate
had did.
If, man, everybody already know me, but you can follow me on Facebook at AK Keaton. You can follow me on Instagram at I am AK Keaton. On TikTok, it's Ashton Keaton. Just tap in.
Hey.
I'm going to go here real quick so you can see me.
Come on.
Come on, producer.
Come on, Chocolate Thunder.
Hey.
Hey!
Hey, you don't have to kneel, you good.
Yes,
They
it
can still see.
Chocolate Thunder.
Now you got a short joke?
It's okay. It's okay.
Hey, before we get the fuck out of here, no, seriously, thanks for watching. I know we didn't really do nothing from the balloons and shit. No filters. No filters. What you doing, Megan? This was episode 100 overall as far as the podcast
100.
proper. I
We're
appreciate it.
100 in this thing.
Thank you.
Honored.
Go ahead.
I am honored. I am
He's
honored.
been already. Congratulations, all this stuff.
You wanted that?
Well, what's he gonna do?
He thinks.
That's fine. Too. That'll work. Hey, for all who all appears thus far, thank you very much. Thanks for supporting the channel. Subscribe if you've not.
Yes.
Cloud said the third,
501 Witty.
aka the Phoenix. Go watch Dez 1, watch Dez 2 with these gentlemen,
Yeah.
these ladies.
And
Right
that
here.
lady. I'm going to be in the next one, y'all.
No, look
Right.
for the
I'm
Dez 3.
speaking. I'll be on one.
I'm going to have 3 lines.
He be in there too, Dez 3. He be in Dez 3.
Look at you.
And so, yeah, we got some nice things coming from 2024. Watch the Ladies Lounge. Support Erica Kane, the big one, not the little one.
Hey.
Wine Talk, when you get some of these two gentlemen, and of course, lady behind me right here, when they want to get together.
A little bit.
No, I said,
Hey.
gentlemen.
You said them 2 gentlemen. It's
You
okay,
did.
I
I
was
was talking
talking
about these two.
No, we said them
My
2
bad.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
It's alright. It's alright. What's up, homie? Yeah. These 2
Hey,
gentlemen
we love-
right here, we gonna get you right. Hey.
We love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. We got
What's up?
Mo
Yeah.
used to be Maurice and shit.
Yeah.